Begin tonight with the latest on an attempted train burglary just east of Bakersfield.
This is merchandise from the trains left on the tracks, suspected of being taken from the trains by thieves.
Your spanking new office printer might be delayed a few days in transit if it was parked on a FedEx rail car that was parked here Friday morning near Union Avenue. This was the scene early Friday on the tracks near Union, north of California Avenue.
How do you feel while doing this?
A lot of adrenaline. I love it. That's kind of why I do it, you know.
No. Was there an event in your life, like a financial stressor that said, this is what I'm going to do? Would you guys say this is every night?
Yep, I do it almost every night.
What can you stand to make in a week?
25K.
Now, sometimes you guys stop the trains.
Yeah, go grab a car or whatever, anywhere, pull it up on the tracks. You want to put like the hazards or something on so the train will see it from your back. Enhanced graphics. That was kind of fancy. I'll have to look into that one.
The big question is, who pays? Well, in the long run, most likely insurance companies, which means you and I.
When I imagine train robberies, I think back to the Wild West days when rugged outlaws like Jesse James and Butch Cassidy would assemble a posse, then ride in on horseback to storm a train, execute their heist, and get away with the loot. And I would have told you that these train robberies were a thing of the past. That was until I got word that the business of train heist is alive and well. And in Bakersfield, California, where our episode takes place, these robberies can occur on a nightly basis. Now, I've made a career out of being fascinated by the mind of an outlaw, and today we meet many of them involved in this train business. We witness these guys live in action, see how they evade law enforcement, and we get a first-hand look at how their underground economy works. This is a world where people drive cars onto train tracks to get a train to stop to initiate the heist. To be successful at this, thieves have to avoid the federal agents, local law enforcement, and private detectives that patrol the railways and hunt down organized crime. This, folks, is the modern-day Wild West. Let's dive in. What the impact theft has on a community is, just look no further than here. I've never seen this before. Celsius is behind a locked glass. You gotta push a button and have an employee come. So if you think theft only impacts the corporations and the big companies, you're wrong. It impacts the little guy with all these little hassles and things we have to go through. Our insurance gets higher. There's a lot of little factors and ripple effects that comes from theft. How bad is it?
Pretty bad, man. It was to the point that people were still like the Red Bull.
People are stealing Red Bull?
Mm-hmm.
According to the Hammurabi Code, in severe cases, theft will be punished by either cutting your hand off or by death. So it's something that people have taken very seriously for a long time, but it seems like now more than ever in this current era, it's the most lightly punished it's ever been.
They say robbed the East Bakersfield Walmart last week. The robbery happened last Thursday, March 11th, just before 1:30 in the afternoon.
Nearby, there's people that are waiting for this thing to stop so they can get on board and get everything off of it. Someone's gonna crack it open and see what they can get. Maybe it's oranges, maybe it's baby supplies, maybe it's Amazon packages, who knows? Something important could be on your way to your house, but instead, someone's gonna get their grubby paws on it and you're gonna have to get your order reshipped.
Begin tonight with the latest on an attempted train burglary just east of Bakersfield.
Boxes of merchandise from the trains left on the tracks, suspected of being taken from the trains by thieves.
Bakersfield, California is a place you probably haven't heard of. Some people call it the armpit of California. It's rough out here. I mean, you have lots of homeless, and if you're a homeless guy with nothing to lose, what is it to you to try and take some things off a train and sell it? So clearly something has gone down right around here. There's hundreds and hundreds of boxes here, And my first impression of this operation is kind of like a smash and grab. This was going out to Washington to a lady named Debbie. And this is going out to Gene in Washington. So a lot of people on the West Coast were looking for important shit. Who knows if a kid had a birthday coming up? And also, how much of this theft is wasted? Like, what can a person really do with a precision egg cooker? How much can you resell that for? I would guess they're looking for electronics, chargers, computers, video cameras, I don't know. If I had to choose between doing this and running into a Best Buy, I would choose the Best Buy all day. This to me seems like just one of the more dirty and messy ways to make some sort of income. No one's turning into Jeff Bezos off of this. So earlier we were wondering what percent of the thieves are homeless versus professionals. And this is a camp right next to all the action. I mean, just by the disorganized look of the scene, I would guess it's more of a homeless than a professional job.
But hey, I don't know nothing about it. It's not my business. This is my business.
It's crazy, right? So you see like the boxes and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
They don't really do it right here anymore.
People are getting busted for it?
One's looking at deportation. If they caught you on the train grabbing something, they could bust you. But once you left the train, they couldn't do anything about it.
We're suiting up right now during what's primetime train hours, which is from now about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock till 2 a.m. But I guess from the clues that we've been getting, we're dealing with more of an addict homeless situation and like sketchy characters on the fringes. What percent of people in this game would you say are homeless versus professional?
About 70% are homeless, to be honest with you.
How long have you been doing this for?
I'm probably going on like 3 or 4 years now.
And how many missions over those 3 or 4 years?
Quite a bit, probably too many to count, to be honest. It's we just drive around, you know, that's kind of what we do around here is we just drive around, and then if we see a train stop, we'll call everybody and be like, hey, yo, this is where we're at.
What are some of the things you have to be aware of in doing a mission? Like, how do you plan this out?
Honestly, there's not really much planning behind it. It's you see it, you go, you know, and jump on it right away, because it's you come on time limit. You know, it's how long is it gonna take for this person to take off, or you know, when are the cops gonna show up?
Is security getting heavier and heavier now that this is becoming more of a common thing?
I would say so, yeah. They've started parking trucks and security guards around where the trains stop and things like that. Back in the day, you know, you wouldn't have none of that. You just be there and open shit up, and you'll be there for a cool like 2-3 hours or something like that, you know.
Now, sometimes you guys stop the trains.
Yeah, go grab a car or whatever, anywhere, pull it up on the tracks. You kind of like Heisinger it on top of the tracks, you know. Most of the time you want to put the hazards or something on so the train will see it farther back.
How much money can you stand to make on a mission?
I've made about $5,000.
Not knowing when a train might roll through, we gave E-Money a GoPro and told him to record a mission so we could see how it all goes down. Here's what he captured.
See if I can see where with a lot with popping, because I don't have the full cutters on me.
How do you feel while doing this?
A lot of adrenaline, just pumping, you know, it's a crazy feeling. I love it. That's kind of why I do it, you know, it's exciting and just fun to do.
We separated from E-Money and set out on our own to patrol the tracks. Our goal was to be in position and near the action if a train robbery was going to happen that night. Here's what went down. At least 2 different crews are doing their inventory right now, seeing what's on the inside, and from what we understand, there's serious consequences for this now in California. California is not as light criminally as they used to be, so we're kind of just waiting to see what they find and seeing what our next step is.
I'm on my way.
What are you looking for on the trains? What are you hoping to find on the trains?
Anything worth profit. I mean, I've found $100 worth of cards, you know, like little, what do you call them, player cards and stuff like that. 2 or 3 people inside, and we just throw them out. Just start throwing them like this. People on the ground will grab them, and just throw them in the truck. After that, we'll go to a different location.
So there's an organized team.
Oh yeah, it could be anywhere from like 3 to, you know, 6 people.
What's going on? They're hitting it? By the truck?
What the is going on?
He said they're hitting it over here.
Go way back there.
Do I move?
You go here.
So we were catching the action. No. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Okay, so going on right behind us right now is, that's law enforcement right there. Hey, the cops are right there. Hey, the sheriff's right there. Hey. What the f?
Holy shit, we should go.
Should we get back in the car?
Yeah, go.
Miguel,
Miguel.
let's get back in the car. What the f was that, dude? Holy shit! So you might be wondering why we were running back to the car. Keep in mind, we had just seen the sheriff, and what we weren't sure of in that moment was what were the legal ramifications even being near a train robbery. As you can imagine, robbing a train is a big federal crime. Under the US Code's Title 18, Section 1991, anyone who assaults, robs, or attempts to rob a train can face serious prison time, up to 20 years. It's considered an act of theft on interstate commerce, which of course makes it the business of the feds. He basically is like, are you guys the cops? We said no. Then he starts opening it up and just going ham. Then a sheriff drives by, and then it just lurches. Okay, so obviously there is no place for stealing. I'm not advocating it, but the adrenaline rush of just being by the action, I can see why these guys are addicted just to the thrill of the job. That was insane, wasn't it? But what if you're not robbing the train? You're like us, near it. If you are caught trespassing within a certain distance of train tracks, you could still be committing a crime. We filmed this in California, and doing some research into this, it looks like California laws make it a misdemeanor to trespass within 20 feet of the tracks. This can land you up to 1 year in county jail. Luckily, we filmed this entire episode within 21 feet or further from the tracks. So what if, you know, someone's ordering baby formula and baby bottles and it doesn't get there on time? Like, what about the impact of it?
Agreed. The way I look at it is if you're ordering it off of Amazon or online somewhere, like, not in too much need of it. You know, you gotta wait to, even if you get to the next day shipping, you're still waiting that time to get it, you know, so. I guess what stands out to me is the outright lawlessness. I think people in other countries watching this, seeing this happens in the United States, I think it would blow their minds. To think that a sheriff would drive by as you're blatantly stealing packages from a train, which is a federal offense, that he just keeps going on with his day. Where else does that happen? It's Keegan's birthday today, so happy birthday, Keegan. Write in the comments, happy birthday, Keegan. No better way to celebrate a birthday than by chasing down train thieves and 2 minutes before Googling whether it's a felony or misdemeanor. Enhanced graphics. That was kind of fancy. I have to look into that one. Some cream junk. Some wheelchair stuff. Kitchen stuff. What's that, wrapping paper or something? It's an interesting one. Like a cover or something. Shoes. Ooh, a nice little bag. That's about it. Didn't get too many this time, but had to get out of there. The train started moving.
Is that unusual for the train to start moving like that?
No, especially when they're like switching conductors like that.
So how would you rate the haul overall?
This one's one of the lower end ones. Altogether right there, probably 150, maybe.
I saw a sheriff look at someone stealing and kept driving.
Yeah, sheriffs out here, the law enforcement don't really give a shit. It seems like they're scared. They're scared of everybody out here.
If caught, what's the penalty?
I don't know. It's probably a good few years or so. They're fighting a big case for sure. It's federal.
So it's very spur of the moment. It went from nothing's gonna go down tonight to 2-minute notice just happened.
Yes, and that's how it goes. You know, whenever you get the call, you gotta hurry up and get there. 90% of it, to be honest with you.
Talking to this guy got me wondering how many stolen goods are floating around on places like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. I mean, how many people completely unaware are furnishing their homes, buying gifts for their kids, even getting school supplies like laptops and calculators without realizing that we too are participating in the underground economy. One of the train robbers told me like this straight up: if it's a brand new item listed at 50% of retail or less, or an item missing its original packaging, chances are it's stolen. It made me wonder what percent of goods on a site like Facebook Marketplace are lifted items. One day, when I interview Mark Zuckerberg, I will ask him for his take on this. But for now, it's wild to think that any one of us could have something in our homes that we use on a daily basis that was stolen in a train heist. Would you consider yourself to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
What's your next move?
Get rid of the boxes, honestly, and then start pricing stuff out.
Have you ever been close to getting caught?
Yeah, we had somebody, where it stopped. They were on the other side of the fence, I think got some property or something, and they said they were calling the cops, and we hear it all the time, so we push on for a little bit, and this time the cops, they showed up pretty fast, and so they show up, and we all just dip down. You gotta get low and just gone, dude.
Last night, a train robber approached us in an off-camera meeting and told us about his operation. He had stash houses, getaway drivers, and lookouts stationed in the mountains. So the next morning, we spent the day tracking the trains through the mountains, trying to see it from a train robber's point of view. Behind me is another train going towards Bakersfield. We're gonna see if we can link up with the guys that are gonna hit this train. This is some modern day rodeo shit. And at nightfall, we returned to the towns of Bakersfield and Oildale to see yet another train robbery. But first, we had to talk to the locals and see what they thought about this. Are you aware that most nights when the train stops, people just descend on the trains and just take everything they can out of it?
I know that happens, but I don't know if it happens near here.
I don't know if you saw the boxes that are on the side of the road.
No, I haven't seen them.
But what do you think about that?
I think it's horrible. They're going to catch somebody robbing a train.
Now, here's something that's going to blow your mind. We saw it last night. A sheriff drove right by as a guy was opening up the train and taking boxes, and he just kept driving by.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Maybe he didn't see it? I mean, how could you not see it?
I mean, we get people come in here all the time who steal, and they just walk up, grab and walk out.
Yeah.
Not even care.
There's a bunch of criminals here. There is, especially in Oildale. There are. Yeah, you have to be very careful. We have cameras at my house. I mean, we take all precautions. They just stole our mailbox not long ago.
You got your mailbox?
Yeah, our community mailbox, yeah. So, that's my husband.
Hello, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Sir, I hear you're missing a mailbox.
Yes, sir, I am. And yeah, there's a lot of thieving going on around these neighborhoods.
Are you aware that the trains get hit regularly?
Yeah, I heard all about that, yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a bunch of bull. Yeah, that's not even right. They should have more security on those trains than what they do. Yeah, I don't understand it, how they can get in those trains so easy and take all the stuff off of them without anybody noticing.
No, folks, this is romance right here. Sir, what did you just do? You handed her what?
Ruffles, potato chips.
And it's not even Valentine's Day, huh?
Oh, yeah. We love each other, though.
Yeah, we do.
We've been married 20 years, bud.
Congratulations. All right, guys, stay safe. Have a good night.
So we have a helicopter circling. It was about the same time last night that is it a helicopter?
That's 100% a helicopter. No plane moves like that.
And he's just circling the train area, huh?
Yeah. Their center of rotation is 100% around the...
Holy shit, it's shining right at him.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's some of the fragments of what remains from last night. They obviously cleared it out. They have some sort of system. Whole Foods, Amazon returns. So yeah, Amazon lost out last night. So now our job for the rest of the night is, one, talk to the guys that have their hands in this and get more of the story from them. Two, see if there's another mission, which chances are there will be. It just is, will we be in the right place at the right time when it goes down? There's way other ways I would rather steal. If I had to get into the business of stealing, I feel like this is one of the harder ones to make money in. So we're going to a spot that is involved in the package smuggling, and the local's gonna tell us about it. What are we looking at here?
So right here they use this as like their gateway to get back and forth to the tracks. There's a old pipe yard that the fence is ripped open on it, obviously.
So they go through here, another hole, tracks.
You see where the train's at right there.
Mm-hmm. So this is a popular place in the city where the train gets hit.
Mm-hmm. This whole road, there's like 10 sets of tracks that run across there. That's probably, where that train is right there is probably the second or third row of tracks.
Why do you think this doesn't get fixed?
Because it's not the train's property, or the train federal property, it's somebody else's property. They come in yellow totes, and a lot of the stuff does, it comes in, like those trains right there, they're just stacked with yellow totes of, like, I would say like all kinds of shit, 99-cent store type stuff.
So how many main spots throughout the city would you say get hit?
Anywhere along the tracks, really.
The last spot we were at, helicopter was circling. You think that's preventative on the police's part?
Yeah, it helps because the guys know that the cops got the helicopters got the flare, so they can see them even if they don't have the light on. So that helps. You gotta like penalize these people for this shit. You gotta like actually go to jail, and instead of breaking and stealing shit and going to jail and getting let out the next day. And then they just let them stack up their cases and they keep getting busted, and then eventually, yeah, they throw them in jail, but they don't do long enough and people aren't gonna learn and nobody wants to work. They want everything easy. It's all fun and games until it happens to you, right?
So just another example of sloppy thieving. People want to have sympathy, and I get it. Like if someone's down on their luck and they fall back on rent, that's one thing. But when you just want to turn the entire city into your own trash can, that's where I draw the line. Would you say you have any economic stressors in your life?
Well, my motto is everything's a hustle since when I was born.
To get into some of these things, like did it come from economic struggle where like, hey, I gotta pay a bill, so I'm gonna try something new? Or like, how did you even get into this world?
Dad didn't do some of the smarter stuff. He did a lot of dumb shit, and I guess I kind of fell on that same path.
So is it more the thrill or the economics of it?
A little bit of both.
We got connected to a local named Tweak. He was gonna be going on a train job later that night, so I asked him about how he evades law enforcement and how he prepares for a mission. Here's what he said. You just got out of jail? What was that?
That was like 2 days ago.
And what'd you get hit for?
I just got my probation once. Instead, I've been running around doing dumb shit all the time. Not going to court, it's been on court shit,
So how often do you do the train business?
Yeah, I don't really do it too much anymore like I was, because after I was when I seen a lot of the federal marshals out there, they're cracking down on it pretty big.
Federal marshals are out there?
Yeah, they've been seen out there. I've seen in person my own 2 eyes, federal marshals out there going and doing sweeps out there. They're picking up people. They were doing three cars linked in a row at a time with the pepper ball guns and shit in the cars, lighting down the next to the train. So when the train stops, they're driving up and down it the whole time as it stops, patrolling it. So, you can go further from railroad tracks, skip to the tracks, or the little C trains that you've got, of course. But
what do you got?
That's the scanner.
Do you actually use that?
Yeah, that's the best way to have it. But just me, I won't get caught with it. I'm gonna toss it out before they catch up to me.
It's just amazing what drugs will make someone do, and it just feels, I don't want to say like a waste, but like all this stolen stuff is just going to a cycle that gets deeper and deeper. Like it's not like, oh, if I hit enough trains, then I'll be able to move on to something else. It doesn't have the same glamour as the outlaw cowboys back in the day hitting trains. This will be our last night out in the trains. We'll see what we run into and we'll see what we see. As we walked up to the scene, we realized that the trains had just been hit right before we got there, so we got to approach the crews on the ground to see what the next step in their business process was. In the background right now, there's a guy just going through boxes. And again, as we came here, look at that, that's a sheriff right there. I don't know how obvious that is from the road. Seen pretty heavy police activity through here, and right in the back there's a crew going through fresh boxes. So I don't know if there's another train coming or if we just kind of missed it and we're seeing the aftermath. But either way, it's kind of like piranhas on a fresh piece of meat. So you guys doing? Is it a good haul?
Right there. I don't know what they're taking.
These yellow bags are from the train?
Yeah.
You were the guy we saw 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Dude,
did you get hurt? Because the train like lurched.
No, I always jump off like that, man.
We've seen like 2 or 3 sheriffs drive by. They just don't give a shit, do they?
If it would have been like a bunch of fucking, they would have probably called me up, but...
You may hear me mention a few times expressing shock that the sheriffs did nothing but just drove by, but there may be an explanation for this. One of the train robbers told me that because the tracks are federal jurisdiction, the local PD has a tough time building cases that stick on these guys. Not sure if that is all true, but more on that later. I have an arrest story coming for you guys in just a couple minutes. Would you guys say this is every night?
Yep. What's up, man? Shout out to Bakersfield, east side of Bakersfield, you know what I mean? That's where I'm from. Trying to get $1 out of 15 cents. Yeah, that's it, man. We just trying to eat. Pick me up right here by the bridge. I already got everything packed up, ready to go. Alright, baby. Yeah, that's the ride, man. You gotta get the ride ready to go so you can get up out of here. Just gonna make this money now, man. Probably won't happen till the morning, but shit, it's gonna happen. And we eat instead for dinner.
What got you into this business?
My boy right there. My boy, he a beast at this, but my buddy up in the mountain, he got rolled up off by Pinkerton. They arrested him, they impounded his truck and everything.
So Pinkerton's really serious?
Oh yeah, Pinkerton is the ones that, they'll get you. Pinkerton is the one that, the OGs, you know what I mean?
Let's bring you up to speed on the infamous Pinkerton Detective Agency. This 170-year-old firm has been cracking down on criminal plots since the 1850s. Their claims to fame include foiling an early assassination attempt on Abraham Lincoln, making outlaw Butch Cassidy and his guys flee to South America to avoid being caught by them, and that in the 1890s, with over 32,000 guys on staff, they boasted more manpower than the entire U.S. Army. So what kind of job satisfaction do you have with this? Do you feel like you're caught in a cycle?
Now, yeah. Because, I mean, if I stop, then I don't eat. My family doesn't eat, so you really can't stop it, you know what I mean? You can make a good payday, you can make a real good payday, but, I mean, unless you're willing to shut down shop and stop doing what you're doing, then it's going to keep going, be a cycle, keep on going. People are going to hear about it, you're going to get more people out here. But, I mean, you tend to weed out the people that are built for it and people that aren't. You know what I mean? Like, it's a waiting game. It's a hit and a miss. You never know when you're going to hit. But when you do hit, you can hit pretty fast. You hit good.
What can you stand to make in a week doing this?
I've made up to close to 25K. And as low as a couple $100. It just all depends on what you find.
Was there an event in your life, like a financial stressor that said, this is what I'm going to do?
An old lady broke her neck in a car accident. She severed her C4 all the way down to C7. She was paralyzed, she couldn't walk. I lost my job and having to take her to the doctors. And all her doctor's visits, we had to teach her how to walk again.
What kind of job were you working before?
I had a great job. I was working agriculture. I had a company truck. I was making about $75K a year. I had a really good job.
You quit that to do this? Because you make more doing this?
I mean, now I built a record for myself. I put in a record, so it's going to be a little bit harder to find a good job with. And I mean, once you get into it, it's it. You know what I mean? It's kind of, that's why I tell people that do it or want to try to do it, it's just remain smart, don't get caught.
There's a lot of youth out there that are feeling really reckless and thinking, hey, I can just get quick shit. And they don't have a record yet. What would you tell them?
It's not worth it. You're going to get yourself caught into federal charges. You know what I mean? Once you get federal charges, you're doing 85% of your time. You're not going to do no half time. There is no fucking, good behavior. You're going to go to the feds and you're sitting down with some big boys. I don't know if you noticed, there was a plane flying around for the past 7 nights. I've been watching it. It comes, it's in a routine, it's on a route. It circles around, and mean, they have heat sensors, they have night vision, they'll follow you back to your home, they'll follow you back to wherever you're going. That's why I said they'll build a case on it.
Sure enough, this guy here who I'll call C got arrested exactly in the manner that he described. He recently got out of jail and called me to tell me that the same week we had met him, he completed a train mission and went to his safe house where he was then tracked down by a police helicopter and swarmed by 12 sheriff's vehicles. He was arrested at gunpoint, brought to jail, and was told that he was facing 3 years of federal time. However, he said that due to what seems to be a technicality of jurisdiction, apparently the local police had to drop his case, which if this is true, would explain why the sheriffs would just drive past and ignore the train thieves. If anyone watching this episode is in law enforcement or is a lawyer, please tell me if this local police not having jurisdiction holds any water.
You got time, no problem.
I guess most crime seems to be indicative of someone being stuck in a cycle, and anytime you're stuck, you're not free. So it's just sad, like even though they're doing bad shit, like stealing someone's packages, I still feel bad for these people. I still sympathize with them in a way. I mean, this is not a life that anyone would envy. There's nothing glamorous, there's nothing cool. Because I think at the end of the day, you want to have an impact on the world that's positive. Everyone wants that. This is not something that you can rest easy doing. At least I don't think so. All right, folks, that was an inside look into the business of train robberies and theft. This was a wild ride. As always, I appreciate you joining me. I have the best job in the world, and it's only possible because you guys tune in. My final message is this: we all have choices, and you can either build a positive cycle or you can build a negative cycle. You pick where you want to go. And obviously some of us have better deck of cards at the beginning, but I really believe life is how you play the cards. So do what's going to be best for you, your family, your community. Thank you guys. See you next week.
We caught that a stolen, he ain't buy that.
Across the country, people are talking about crime in the Bay Area, specifically San Francisco.
We're in San Francisco, theft capital of the world. It's getting crazy out here. What's the biggest haul you've ever had?
They call me the high-speed specialist. I'm getting away from choppers.
I swear to God, you really look like a cop right now. I'm not here lying, I swear to God.
Overall theft in America seems to be dramatically on the rise, and no city better exemplifies this than San Francisco.
Another brazen theft at a San Francisco drugstore.
It's happened again. 4 women run off after stealing from the CVS pharmacy.
$2 million worth of goods suspected to be stolen out of San Francisco.
Every day in Bay Area news, you can read stories about car theft, retail theft, robberies, and more. San Francisco was once one of America's golden cities, but the crime here is so wild that newspapers and locals have started referring to this place as Gotham City. Part of why this is happening are policies like Proposition 47. Essentially, what Prop 47 does is make any theft under $950 a misdemeanor where the person stealing faces little to no consequences.
Under current state law, shoplifting merchandise valued under $950 is considered a misdemeanor.
In turn, this has led people to make careers as professional thieves. In the Bay Area, these people are referred to bippers, boosters, and fences. Boosting is when someone goes into a store and takes out as much merchandise as they can get away with, and fences are the people that buy the stolen goods from the boosters and sell it into the black market.
Authorities say they are organized gangs of criminals who sell the merchandise to a fencing operation.
The result of this has been costly for San Francisco. Retailers are pulling out left and right. In Union Square, once a high-profile destination, 17 retailers have pulled out since 2020. This includes places like Nordstrom, Office Depot, and Old Navy. Starbucks alone has closed at least 19 locations in the San Francisco area. The impact of this is that thousands of people no longer have a place to work. To take a closer look at this issue of theft, we dive into the underworld. In this episode, we explore black markets and we talk to bippers, boosters, fences, and guys that pull height.
I got some drink and some Percocets up in the stew and they got me geeked up like a nerd. If a fuck nigga try to say something stupid my way, then I'm gonna leave his brains on the curb. I got a whole lot of motherfucking styles, I even got shit that you ain't never heard.
Folks, today we're diving into San Francisco's theft culture. The amount of boosting and bipping and stealing and thievery is almost unbelievable. And we're going to take you directly into that world today. And that's what we pledge to bring to you on this channel. The real, raw, inside scoop of what's happening. We're about to go meet a crew of boosters who are outside of a Macy's. So we'll see you there.
If you owe me, better pay me. me, I get you knocked off for a low price. Fuck niggas been hating, come going up, they ain't got no life.
One thing you're gonna notice is a lot of boarded up places. A lot of businesses are deciding it's not worth it being in San Francisco anymore. A lot of retail places are closing up because of all the thievery.
San Francisco's once bustling downtown streets still struggling to bounce back as retailers continue to flee.
A lot of retailers have been pulling out of the city.
In the past few weeks, Westfield announced it's giving up its prominent downtown mall location, while AT&T revealed it is closing its flagship store in the city.
This is a place you don't want to leave valuables in your car. We're looking in the bipping and boosting.
Oh my God.
Is it crazy here?
It's pretty crazy.
Have you ever had your car windows?
Me personally, no.
Do you know people that have their car windows smashed?
Most definitely.
What do you think about that?
It's the way to survive out here, I guess. I mean, as long as you know what you're doing, keeping it straight, you know the right people, it should be good.
Someone bashes out your car window, steals your phone charger, your phone, all your stuff. What should happen to that person?
If I can find him, man, it's over with for him.
Nothing with the police?
Hell no, we never get the police involved.
Why?
They won't do nothing anyway.
How you doing?
Good, bro.
Nice to meet you.
You too, Bob.
So this place is crawling with police. I don't know how anyone's gonna get this job done. I would be deterred. By this much police, I would be deterred. This is ballsy. I was expecting it to be a lot easier, but this actually seems like it's kind of difficult. I've never done any boosting before, but I'm looking at Macy's and there's security guards and police everywhere. Is that normal?
Absolutely.
It seems like it's a high pressure situation. It doesn't seem as easy as I was picturing, which is just walk in, take it, and leave.
Honestly, with some situations, it depends. You know, it depends on what the boosting style is. You know, some people are called guerrilla boosters, and they don't care. You know, they'll beep on the way out, so they'll just run in there, grab it, and they're gone.
If I'm walking out with an armful of Patagonia jackets, can someone stop me?
They can stop you. You know, it depends on the person. Some people have like security, like Dick's has security. They might say something to you. They're not going to chase you out the door.
This is like a small army of police officers. If I was in the business of being a professional thief, I'd be like, I think I'm going to put my 2 weeks in today and I'll just do something else.
Yeah, that's high. You feel me? A lot of the boosters too are not really prone to like be hitting it in the city like that. A lot of people be jumping BART.
They hit the suburbs?
Yeah, they hit Emeryville, Dublin, Richmond, you know, all those different places out there, Oakland. Then they go and they do it like that, and then they hit the BART, they come back, and then they go to the market and they sell it there.
Do you ever feel bad when you're boosting? Like, do you ever feel like, shit, this isn't the right thing to do?
I'm not the booster, I'm the fence. I'm the one who buys it, you know, and then I flip it.
There's a lot of retail stores shutting down in San Francisco right now.
Obviously, the city knows it's going on, and there is some type of economy that it's working for them. The city would be scared to shut down boosting completely for all the different people, because then they would be worried about civilians getting attacked, you know, robbed, the cars getting dipped, those things like that. That's why they have the market open like that.
So basically, if people can steal from like Dick's Sporting Goods, it's a lot less dangerous than stealing from individuals. Is that the idea?
Yes, they're getting that insurance for those lost products.
Dick's Sporting Goods closes. When Walmart closes, like you saw this in Chicago, there was just too much theft, and now people that depend on that place for their groceries, they're out of luck. What do you think about that?
That's extremely unfortunate. I think there's other things going on. I don't think that solely that is just closing down just because of the theft numbers. Because then if that was the case, their insurance is garbage.
I like the mustache, man. I'm working on it too.
You'll get there one day, bro.
You know, morally, is it wrong? Yeah, you know it's wrong. There's a lot of stuff that is going on in the world that's morally wrong. If you look at the world today and you think, is the world morally right or morally wrong? Chances are it's more morally wrong.
Are you familiar with the term bipping?
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
Breaking a car window and grabbing stuff out of a car. It is a problem in the city. In particular areas, you just don't park your car and expect it to be safe.
Have you ever been bipped before?
Yes.
What ran through your head after that?
Why do I have to deal with this? I live in one of the richest cities in the world.
What should happen to bippers?
Swift and short punishment. The reason it's a problem is there are no consequences.
Do you feel like the people in charge in San Francisco are doing a good job?
I would say no. The people in charge of San Francisco are captured by ideology rather than what's actually practically beneficial for the residents of the city.
We head to an underground parking garage to talk to a lady that is a full-time booster to learn more about her and her operation. Here's what we found out.
How's it going?
I have to say, this is not what I expected to walk into. You look like you could be just going on lunch break from your office job and on a walk with your dog.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into the world of boosting?
Life's just been rough for us. I've had 2 jobs and they just didn't go very well.
And when you say us, you're talking about you and the dog?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She's my little mascot. She comes everywhere with me. She comes to work with me.
She boosts with you?
Yeah.
Is she always part of the cover a little bit?
She's my sidekick. Yeah, no, she's like the very important thing. She has to run and play before I can take her in. Otherwise, she'll start whining and getting a little antsy. So usually by the time I go in there, she's passed out. And I just do is, I take my time. She'll be sleeping and I take her in the fitting room. And then that's where I do my thing. When I go in the fitting rooms, I take everything out. And I fold it as flat as I can and I'll lay her bed on top of it. The only thing that sometimes is a little scary though is like she'll be sitting from here and all of a sudden she's sitting a little high. But I don't think they'll notice.
Because there's so much stuff stuffed in there that she's up a little bit?
Yeah.
So what do you look for when you're boosting? Like, is it a certain dollar amount or a certain type of product?
If you were to get something that's $50, you probably sell it for $5, $10.
What's the biggest haul you've ever had?
About maybe a little over a couple grand.
Really? And what was that? What were the items?
Cashmere, they run about $200, $300. Michael Kors, $500, $600, $700 purses and stuff like that.
What leads you to do this? Because I would imagine this is a high pressure, high stress kind of job.
Yeah, honestly, to survive, to be able to eat, to feed my dog. If you want to eat, you got to do what you got to do, really.
There's a domino effect to this, right? Like I know there are a lot of retail stores have shut in San Francisco, and there's people there that depend on that full-time money for their family. If someone lost their job because a place had to close down because of boosting, how do you feel about it?
It definitely sucks. I'd have to go outside the city. That takes a little bit longer. It takes a lot of time out of the day, and you don't get as much done as you really want.
Are there any consequences for doing this, or is it kind of open season, you can kind of just get away with it?
There's a maximum of up to $950 before you go to jail.
So do you usually try and take under that amount?
To be honest, I don't really pay attention.
How many days a week about do you go do this?
You know what? San Francisco is pretty expensive out here, so sometimes every day.
All right, guys, I think it's time to go hit the streets and go to the black market. I'll see you there. Next, we talked to a kid named Tip. He's a San Francisco local, and he takes us around the black market to show us the ins and outs of it. Here's what we found.
They are organized gangs of criminals who sell the merchandise to a fencing operation.
So we're about 3-4 blocks away from 16th and Mission, which is one of the primary black market areas in San Francisco. We're gonna hit the streets and show you what we see. Good to meet you. How you doing?
Nice to meet you, man. All good. I'm just finna show you all a little insides of how shit is out here. It's really hot right now, though. It usually be on like 16th Mission. They all then migrated up here. As you can see, the police just took everybody off.
So was there just a sweep just before we came here?
Just right now.
Let's go check it out.
This is where it all be before the cops just came and migrated everyone up out of here. You see how they all look.
A lot of the fellas that speak Spanish are the guys that run the shit around here?
Yeah.
Bro, they're
barely don't even speak English. Everybody who come out here who done stole something, got something, they come like right here. This monkey, just setting up. Cater stage, whatever you need.
So if I want to get a Patagonia jacket, Nikes, this is the spot to come.
This is the spot. Okay. See, everything was just all laid out and set up on the floor until the cops just came like 5 minutes away. Then
you said you'll get it by tomorrow?
Whatever you need, straight up.
So how easy is it to find stuff around here? Like if I'm looking to go Christmas shopping for the whole family, is this the spot to look?
All you gotta do is come in the day before, tell us what you need, get an order for you, bring it to you.
Sometimes you get lucky and you'll come here and there'll be like things that you would normally put in stockings or give like a small gift. Maybe even sometimes there'll be a big gift.
Tell me the difference between retail price and what I can get out here.
They pay 30%.
Okay, so let's say a purse was like $300 at a store. At most $70 for it.
Wow.
It's a competitive market because they buy it, put it in their storage unit, and then go to the market and sell it for more. You know? So it's easier for us to put it online, but a lot of people use drugs and it's easier to do it that way.
There's a few steps in the chain, right? There's the booster, the fencer. Is there another part of the chain too, or is that pretty much it?
That's it, really.
Would you say it's a risky business, or is it in San Francisco? Is it easy?
It's definitely risky because you're definitely building a bad background. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Boosting and stuff like that.
I'm trying to get a cheap bag. It's nice for me, but like the guy that works at Dick's Sporting Goods 40 hours a week and feeds his family off that, things are disappearing, right? Like the retail scene is disappearing around here.
We're getting laid off because the more stuff disappearing, less employees you need. A lot of people around here don't understand. Like the gangs around here that tax all these people selling out here too. If you don't pay them that money for that tax that they're asking for, then they jump you and take your stuff. Certain areas are gang territories.
When you look at the black market and the drug trade, we are talking multi-million-dollar revenue streams, and And these are not ran by petty criminals. These are ran by sophisticated criminal organizations. The two main ones that the locals told us about were the Mexicans and the Hondurans. And in fact, business has been so good for the Hondurans that there's been a big immigration push to San Francisco to live there. And if you visit Honduras, you're liable to find little kids running around in San Francisco 49er jerseys and Steph Curry jerseys too.
What percentage of the people doing the boosting, would you say, are supporting their habit?
80%, 80 to 90. The only people that are not sitting here boosting for drug money is like the ones that are hella young, like kids.
They're doing it for the rush?
They're doing it for the rush and for the money because it's fast, easy money. They don't have to get jobs.
Inventory for the Christmas lights. What are these going for? $3.
I mean, yeah, this would be a great place to go Christmas shopping.
Watch that camera because, like I said, a lot of gangs are in this area, and if they see you with a camera out here, it may not be wise to have it out. You feel me? Stay on your toes around for that.
You got the lean. That's one of the signs right there. Is the.
You just walk by and get contact with it.
This is the corner we had to pee in 2 minutes ago.
It's easy to notice some of the major effects of theft, like retail stores leaving, but some of the minor things I noticed is it's damn near impossible to find a bathroom to pee in San Francisco. Business owners just don't want to deal with homeless people going in their bathrooms and doing God knows what. And the result of this is I almost pissed my pants a few times in San Francisco.
If there is a place in San Francisco with a public bathroom, it's behind a keypad because that's how much sketchy shit goes on in the bathroom. So it's a hard place to take care of your business. Because the McDonald's did not have a spot to go.
You might walk in, whole alley might be full with nothing but dope fiend. I'm from corner to bottom, whole alley. Crazy dangerous.
Human shit?
Human shit, for surely, not dog shit.
Send your kids to school and they're walking through, I mean,
yeah, you gotta walk past everyone. And it's crazy because like school programs, they bring their kids all through it. Like they have to, like, you know, there's some people who will come by and tell them, kids come and put it up, put it by. We don't give a da da da. Kids come by, they still smoking. It may be possible to get contact high. Like you never know, you know, it's sad, really, it's sad.
It kind of makes sense that the theft capital of America would also be a hotspot for drugs because I think it's really interconnected.
There's all kind of thieves. They're the thieves who's trying to get high to support their habit. There's the thieves who's actually getting money and doing something with it. Then there's just the thieves who's stealing for their own use, personal use. Like people walk in a whole grocery store and walk right. I know, cause I'll be stealing. Like, hey, y'all stealing, I'm stealing. Yeah.
One of them even took the time to explain why he simply didn't pay.
Police might just take the items back and tell you to get the out of here, even if you're stealing more than $1,000.
It almost makes it like a game. Like, okay, I'm gonna go in there, I'm getting $950 worth of shit, and I'm
literally
out.
Like people count it and add up. I know personally, so.
Can you go home and feel good about it? Like I did my job, or is it kind of like, I got my money, but I feel a little like not so good about it?
Truth be told, I got my money, I don't feel too good about it. The other me is, I'm happy, you know, I got my money. I don't give a f what I did to get my money, I got it. $15,
oh,
15.
So this is some boosted perfume. So what does this go for?
He want 15 in the store, you know how much? That's 100 and up for sure. Let me just get right, OG. Hey. Get right, hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
We just walked past a guy that had some boosted cologne.
I just got fresh for free now. It be like that, Across the street, this some little inside shit. Yeah. This is like when the dippers, fuck it, this is when niggas go hit, when they bit, you get a motherfucking passport, I'm saying anything, some papers with them.
Police left and already it's just crawling, like way more people. Tools, shampoo, soap, Tylenol. Some pills for back pain. This is a medical center. Ooh. Estoy comprando cosas para Navidad.
Para Navidad, ok. Jordan.
¿Tiene una 10 y media?
Este 10 y media. Bonito, deportivo. Oye, ¿qué pasa el otro?
It's an 8.5.
El otro. ¿Qué no da ahí? Ahí me sacan TikTok.
Gracias. We're on foot. We're meeting up with our next guy that's going to take us in a little bit deeper.
swear to God, you really look like a cop right now. I'm not here lying, I swear to God. When I seen y'all across the street looking, I was like, that's the narc. I'm like, oh no, gosh, Tommy G. I can't forget Tommy G.
How can you tell who's a booster and who's not?
But they gonna have a big bag. The real boosters, this is the insider, they gonna have 10 for you in their bag. So when you walk out, and if it do got a beeper on it, it don't sense with the 10 for it. Who will run out of a Safeway with fucking a garbage bag full of Tide Pods, might go get 500 out of one Safeway. So now they finna go do another Safeway, another garbage bag, 500. You just made $1,000 in less than an hour.
Their store security can't do shit,
They
right?
can't touch you, they can't say nothing.
Is he,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's one of my pet peeves. That's one of my pet peeves. We got a clean earth, guys. We got a nice earth. Is this a common place for boosting?
For sure.
Is that
yeah. They don't give a fuck. Every bag he got full. All those floors up there that's dark, that used to be Nordstrom.
When people are saying boosting doesn't have a price, well, this is one of the prices that it's just simply too expensive to do business. The sad reality is there's lots of full-time employees that don't have a place to work no more. Hold on, fellas. How you doing?
Real gangsters from everywhere.
Yeah. Real Sunnydale shit.
They might run into your worst enemy in this motherfucker.
It is too.
Look at him rolling. Look at it. We call that a stoley. He ain't buy that, nigga. That's
when you think Rolex, you either think like rich businessman or rapper, and when you see just an average guy rolling around in a Rolex, that's kind of crazy.
High school. Like the little niggas who just walk by, they probably got 20, 30, 40,000 somewhere in high school. Like if you in San Francisco with no money and no motion, it's sad. You can't just walk in and open it. Because if you did, it'd be 10 niggas running in, taking everything in front of the straight out the door right there.
You notice a lot of these stores invest in security guards, but it doesn't seem to be stopping the stealing. Here are a couple of reasons why. One, it's arguably cheaper to let them steal a few things than it is to pay for more muscle to guard it. The other thing to factor in is the liability for the store. If they do stop somebody and there's an altercation, a fight, someone gets shot, it's just not worth it. And from the employee standpoint, if CVS is paying you $14 an hour and the guy that's stealing from you might have a gun, is it really worth trying to stop him? Probably not. Our next contact, Big Smacks, takes us deeper into the Tenderloin and wants to introduce us to his Mexican pals, the Migos, who run shit.
Good to meet you. How you doing?
Nice to meet you. All right. This shit's so watered down, bro. They just cleared out all the Dolphins and all the Hondos.
Xi Jinping, I wish you got more of an accurate feel of what's happening in the city, especially since the fentanyl is coming from China. I thought it might be good for you to see.
Come on, you go to like 100 Dolphins, bro, stolen shit, bro, just selling it, trying to get it off to the Migos, and the Migos is buying it, they sending that shit back home.
And Migos are
Mexicans.
Okay. And is this cartel shit we're getting into?
The Hondurians, that's a whole nother story. That's definitely not fight some cartel shit, but we ain't even gonna talk about that. Mexicans don't f with the Hondurians.
Out here with the family, just chilling in space, void, mystery, doing some science.
Doing some science?
Yeah.
My boy out here pushing a stroller with nothing in it. He probably just lost his weight, probably just, you feel me, smoking that shit or on some shit.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl, most likely.
Right to the right of us, there's like 15, 20 people smoking fentanyl right now.
Right now, for sure, active. It's different territories up here type shit. You know, the Hondurians got their little area, the blacks got theirs, and then you got the Mexicans, and then you got the Arabs. This everyday shit right here, bro. You got the Asians selling their little shit. They so smart, they get free shit and sell it.
And that foil is supplied by the nonprofits.
Exactly.
That's crazy to me.
Crazy, that's what I'm saying.
Do you think that's a bad move for taxpayer money to be?
Hell yeah. That's why I would never get a job, ever. I gotta look at this young lady. She probably around our age.
That's someone shitting over there?
Just got done shitting.
We're about to meet some other fellas who really run the market, the Mexicans. Come on, bro. How you doing?
Is that famous dude?
Yeah. No. Hey, que pasa, mi hombre? It's Tommy G, eh?
Everybody know Tommy G.
Come on, hey, you know.
You gonna blur our face out? Hey, wait, what happened to camera?
Hey, wait, no.
No. We shoot documentary.
No, I know. Hey,
look, I got you, bro. He my YouTuber. You feel me?
See you guys. Have a good day.
Hey, wait, what happened to camera?
Hey, wait, no. Hey, wait, no. No, I know. Hey, look, I got you, bro. He's my YouTuber. You feel me? See you guys. Have a good day.
They've been knowing me since I was a young nigga, like running around, snatching phones and shit, coming to sell that shit to them.
Have you ever felt bad after bipping somebody?
I ain't gonna lie, nope.
What if it's a single mom and she can't afford to fix her windows?
I wouldn't know if it's a single mom or not. As long as I don't see it, I would not feel, you feel me? I can't feel no type of way. If I just see the car with her purse in there, I'm taking it.
You just try not to think about who it might be.
Exactly.
Hey, that's crazy. That boy's sick.
He out here trying to sell this little game. I just bought it for some weed.
Is there a fight happening? You probably should have calmed her down a little bit, huh?
No, I wasn't going to calm him down.
In this last segment, we interview Jerry, a professional thief who has done an assortment of wild crimes, from heists to getting ATMs to robbing other criminal organizations. This guy gives us an inside look about the mentality of pulling a heist.
Is there a code name like Jerry you want to go by, or?
Yeah, just go by Jerry.
So I'm here with Jerry. What kind of stuff do you get into?
We do bipping. We run into warehouses. It don't matter, anywhere that got some money, we take safes, ATMs.
You take an ATM?
Yup.
You literally drive up to a bank and take the ATM?
Not from the bank. We go to gas stations and stuff.
Or like apartment lobbies?
ATM, you hook a chain onto it and just drag it out.
What's the most you ever gotten from an ATM play?
15,000, 10,000. Off one. Maybe some nights you do like 5 of them.
Tell me about the warehouse heist. You go to a warehouse, you take valuable things.
Take a lot of valuable things. Take marijuana, anything that brings you money.
So California has a lot of grow houses.
Oh, yeah.
And even though it's legal weed, you can steal it all and sell it on the black market, or you sell, how does that work?
I got buyers for them everywhere, out of state, 500 piece, 1,000 piece. They're all getting sold the next day. I hit a watch out here in the Bay. Richard Milley sold it right away for 80,000. Broad daylight.
I'm sure that man worked hard for his Richard Milley. Is there any way you feel about taking that from him?
No, I don't feel bad for nobody.
How do you feel at the end of the day after pulling one of your jobs?
I feel great. I feel the blood pumping. I feel the money in my pocket. I come back to all my niggas, pass out some money, go get some money to my grandma and stuff. Make sure everybody good in the hood.
Is what you do dangerous?
Oh, it's really dangerous. A lot of people got shot.
Is there a story you have of a situation that went wrong, or it's like a close call?
We get into a lot of shit with the police. High speeds. They call me the high speed specialist.
Okay.
Every high speed I'm on, we get in the way. No matter, we get in the way from choppers.
Do police pursue at high speeds, or is there a certain speed limit that they stop chasing?
It depends what city you're in.
What city has the weakest police reputation?
Oakland.
Really?
Oakland, San Francisco.
Because the impression I get from a lot of people that do this kind of stuff is it's almost open season. Like there's very little consequences and it's kind of easy to get away from.
For bipping, it's very minimum consequences. Unless you get into a bipping, like you really hurt somebody on the bip mission.
Do you know people that have gotten hurt bipping, like the person defended themselves or shot back or defended their car?
Yup. One of my little niggas was on a bipping mission and the person he bipped started shooting at him. And it didn't go well, you know what I'm saying?
Are you ever nervous before you do this?
I never get nervous.
Never get nervous?
I never got nervous in my life, really. I mean, I lost a lot of people. I'm like cold-blooded. I don't got no remorse for nobody.
Would you consider yourself a sociopath?
Nah, not really. I mean, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to make a living out here. I mean, as long as there's money in it, I'm in it.
What's the biggest play you've ever pulled?
The biggest play I really ever pulled was $500,000.
That's a crazy amount of money. What kind of play is a $500,000 play?
Marijuana play. Found some cash, found some marijuana. I'm the one that designs the whole thing. I had it all visualized where the camera is, where to get in from, where to leave from, how to get in, you know, what to do and what not to do.
Wow. And what's going through your head as you're doing this?
I'm thinking about how good the money will look in my pocket.
A lot of people in California think law enforcement has no power anymore. Like, what do you think about that?
I think it's true. Law enforcement don't really do shit.
What's the longest a chase has ever lasted for you?
30, 40 minutes.
Sounds like you enjoy your profession.
Of course I enjoy it.
So do you kind of look forward to the days that you're about to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see yourself on the scale of good and evil?
I'm real evil. Then I can also be a good person to the people that are good to me.
Thank you, brother. And Stay safe in those streets, okay? All right, folks, so you just got an inside look to the theft capital of America. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Oh, what the fuck? Go, we out. No, take off. Let's go. Yeah, nigga.
What are you about?
Crime, terrorism, freedom. You feel me?
Despite U.S. News and World Report ranking Oakland as the second most dangerous place in America.
How'd I go out there on the field? Do you think every adult you know has been robbed at least once around here?
Maybe close to it. I'm not gonna say everybody.
If you want to do crime, come here, bro. There's hella crime. You will not get caught, straight up.
I've been bit twice in one day.
So was it worth putting a baby at gunpoint simply to get a couple sweatshirts? Some people call this place Gotham City. Others say it feels like a real-life Grand Theft Auto server. Folks, this is Oakland, California, a city dominated by robberies, theft, and in-your-face crime. U.S. News ranked this as the second most dangerous city in America, and the theft culture here is so deep that it invented its own vocabulary. Bipping, boosting, two crimes so common that every resident here knows exactly what this means. This is bipping.
And look here, you can see the man reach into this blue SUV where it looks like there is someone inside. There's a hand right there and you can hear someone screaming.
This is boosting.
This is the moment more than 20 masked and hooded people stormed into Heller Jewelers in broad daylight Monday.
Today we get to the bottom of crime in Oakland. We talk with city activists who feel they are trapped in a progressive Soros-funded nightmare. We interview a bipper fresh off a mission. And we link up with the infamous Little Ignorant, the guy who allegedly films robberies, home invasions, and high-speed chases so he can post them on his YouTube channel. And by doing all of this, we hope to get an understanding of what the recipe is to turn an American city into a free-for-all crime dungeon. Let's get to it. All right, guys, we launched a new shirt, Big Dog weightlifting shirts for everyone that goes out there, gets it on, you know what I mean? Get yours at TommyGMcGee.com. Make it a Big Dog winter. All right, so we're meeting an Oakland OG, and there also might be some kids that pull up that may have a particular way of making money. We're apparently pulling up to a famous liquor store. Let's check it out. What's up, fellas? How are you? Tommy.
Yogi.
Good to meet you, Yogi. This is Yogi, an Oakland OG that is well respected across the city. And to give you an idea of how connected he is, this is the guy that iShowSpeed called when he lined up his Oakland visit. I wanted to hear Yogi's perspective and how he felt theft was impacting the city he loved.
But like the bigger thing out here is like not legal or illegal enough, but it's so many people do it.
They don't trip off of it. If they see you doing it and you jumping out of a car and your legs are hanging out, they'll boop, 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 just to scare you off, you drive off. They're not gonna chase you. If it's not an armed robbery, that's different. Once you come into armed robberies and all that's a whole different ballgame.
How did you feel as a bipper when someone stole your car?
I feel the same way. I feel like everybody feel, you know, you do get that emotion, you get mad and stuff. Well, not really say mad, you just, like everybody, you know, you lost something, somebody went in your car. But since I have bip, I kind of show sympathy towards it a little bit, I guess, I say. But you know, I feel like everybody else, I'd have been bipping. It's like the same for everybody. I feel like you got stole, robbed, you know.
If you coming out this shit, I feel like it's more so like you just got to deal with it. Like we knew it was gonna happen. It was just a matter of time. I've been bipped twice in one day.
Once you get to a certain amount of time doing it, getting caught for it, then it gets serious. Once I feel like you're repetitive 3 or more, they start looking.
Have you ever been caught for bipping?
Yes, sir. Well, necessary caught, I haven't been caught. I've been later tracked down due to, like, you know, camera footage or whatever.
The flock camera system.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible that your actions have somewhat contributed to your friend paying more for his car now, for his insurance or for his rental car?
Yes, sir, yeah. A little bit, definitely a little bit.
Now, how do you feel about that?
It's like a love and hate thing, right? Because I love Oakland, I'm from Oakland. Of course, nobody wants it to happen to them, you know? But you know it's coming. You know, you gotta be careful. Like me nowadays when I do pull up somewhere and I know like it's like bipping area, because there's areas where they do this shit at. You know what I mean? You leave your windows halfway rolled down, like don't leave nothing like just in plain view. Mm-hmm. You just gotta be cautious. One thing I dislike is having to leave my windows open, because it's not just bippers out there. We got homelessness, we got YNs out here just trying to steal a car. Like they probably don't even beep your car. They just want to see like joyride, hang out in
guys
it,
that might try
sleep
and
in your
ejaculate
shit.
into your windows.
Yeah.
On one end, I get people, like, there's a lot of fucked up cycles that have happened in America. We used to have a lot of thriving communities where we had manufacturing and stuff that went overseas. And so now you have these places that have no fucking jobs except for fast food, home health care, and who wants to do stuff for $15 an hour when rent's going up?
Yeah.
And if you can make quick money. So I get the attitude behind it, but then the other part of it is stealing someone's shit to make yours is a tough way, I feel like, in your soul to live. Hey, sketchy white alert, guys. Watch the perimeter.
Sketchy white.
They said you're the best sketchy white in San Francisco. Okay, what makes you a sketchy white?
Y'all go for that. Most white people, they get done and then they wonder what. I go for that.
This is the craziest white boy, man. He's scared. I be scared of him. Fuck all that. And Roach don't give a fuck. He's out here.
What kind of women do you date?
Only black bitches.
Are you looking to go on a mission?
Yeah, I was just on a mission, man. Well, I seen y'all, man.
What kind of mission?
Trying to get some more chicken. Some more chicken, man. You know how I go just round looking, trying to. This is, we call it the field. We just call it the field. Go outside, man. Try to just get some dollars the best way we can without hurting nobody or doing nothing crazy.
So, if we give you a GoPro and put it on your head, how long does it take for you to come back, do you think?
30 minutes, an hour to find some. But for some quick, 1,000, couple minutes.
Okay.
So how this bib go, y'all? First Friday? I'm recording.
How'd it go out there on the field?
Man, a little quick something. It could have been a little better, man. It could have got y'all some thought. I like getting the morning though. Nighttime be cool. First Fridays, a lot of people out. Man, we got a little laptop, but I told you in the morning.
Can you show me what you got?
Oh yeah, where Roach at?
So you guys went out for a lot of time and all you got was a laptop?
Man, you to drive 20 minutes damn near, that's why. To like $200, $300, $400, man. Yeah. In the morning, daytime, I like to get a beat in the morning. That's when all the money out.
So when they go to work, you go to work?
I go to work just as early. And then on Fridays, that was First Friday. We can get some more too, though. I'm waiting for my boy to pull up in the rental. When he pull up, if y'all want, I'll show y'all some real more exclusive footage. And how many cars did you attempt to get? See, with me, I don't really attempt. I like to go for sure stuff. Like I used to go after attempts, but now when I don't, I go after what I see in the car. If it's something valuable in there, I get it.
What'd you use to break their windows?
Bip, rescue me. $1 tool, rescue me. Yeah. It made for case, you know, any emergency in the car, you go in the water, something you can't break the window puncher right here. And then it's a seatbelt cutter. Boop, sharp little tool, you swipe it right here on your seatbelt, you do. So that's what it's made for, $2 tool, man. We use it for a different purpose. So it was made
for emergencies, and you create emergencies with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's yep. But it's just for the money, man. We don't want to hurt nobody. We want you to get home safe, pay the $50 or however much it costs to fix the window. You know. And
how are you gonna sell it?
To the Migos.
I would think for most tourists watching this, they are no longer putting Oakland on their list of places to visit.
I can see why. I can see why. It's some cool parts though, man. Don't let the bib scare you to come out here, man. It's just a little bit, it's just a splash.
Thank you for those insights.
Great see you. Thank you. Appreciate you for coming, man.
All right, we're here at a parking garage in Oakland to meet up with a notorious character that goes by the name of Little Ignorant.
He's pulling into the gas station. Bro. Oh, yup. Hit it right, hit it right, hit it right, hit it right. Just keep going straight. We out. Fuck them up. What the fuck? We out! Good BMW! Oh, what the fuck just happened, bro? Oh, it's caught.
The stuff you see online is he allegedly films himself in the commission of crimes and puts it onto his YouTube channel. I think he's a pretty good example of kind of the youngster that doesn't give a fuck talk anymore and does whatever the hell he wants. So we're gonna see what he's about and get to know him. Who are you?
My name's Lil Ignorant.
This is Little Ignorant. Not only does he film his own crimes like car theft and home invasions, but I also feel he perfectly embodies the Bay Area type of character that's hell-bent on committing crimes and a good guy to talk to if we want to understand the psychology of the YN demographic.
Hood, I'm the nigga in your car at 3 a.m. taking your shit through your house when you're not there, all that.
What are you about?
Crime, terrorism, freedom, you feel me? Just doing what we want to do.
What kind of terrorism are you involved in?
It's like doing bad shit with my thugs. Get into it.
In the last 24 hours, what kind of activities have you been up to?
Shit, bro. Hella shit. Stole this shit. Well, no, that was 48 hours ago. That was like 48 hours ago. Did some FedEx shit.
This is a striker?
This is a striker, yeah. It came up on the key. Look, right here, bro. Good hit and run. My nigga, Nobel. Slide through, Nobel.
Think that's a Nobel Peace Prize?
No, like Nobel, like no bond. Nigga, that's Tuan Le.
That's Tuan Le.
Throughout our time with Little Ignorant, he frequently referenced Tuan Le, an Oakland police officer who was killed in the line of duty. Ignorant uses his photo to mock other cops and try and instigate high-speed chases. This is not a man that Ignorant knew personally or has ever actually encountered. So, out of respect for Tuan and his family, we decided to omit most of his references about him.
Day-to-day life, what does your normal day look like?
Shit, bro, I barely sleep, straight up, barely sleep, get to it, try to see if there's some recording shit, some shit to record for YouTube, if not, some shit to get some money.
Is what you put on YouTube real?
Yeah, all my shit real, on hood.
Like you're literally just walking to someone's house?
Not walking, we jogging a little bit, but yeah, we through there for sure.
How come they don't just say, all right, Lieutenant Smith, yeah, we got another video posted, he says it's him. Like, how does that not just turn into evidence to put you away?
They didn't start actually giving a till I started talking shit about Tuan Le, bruh. That's when they actually raided me.
It's because you started talking about a dead cop and making fun of him.
Yeah, that's when they actually started building up evidence, surveillancing me around.
What were you put on ankle monitor for?
Hella shit I didn't do, bruh. Hella crime.
What allegedly did they put you on ankle monitor for?
Shit, stolen cars, high-speed chases. Like, that's all illegal shit. I wouldn't do that, Tommy G. So I beat that shit. They try to say I stole a car on April 22nd when I was with Mbox and Squeeze in New York, bruh, streaming that day.
Would you agree that California is soft on crime? Like, this is a place that's easy to get
If you want to do crime, come here, bruh. There's hella crime. You will not get caught, straight up.
Good red light. Run it. Good red light. Hit the flat screen. Yeah! Shout Casey.
To understand how theft impacts the community in Oakland, we head to a 7-Eleven to speak to the owner of the store, who goes by AD, and his customers, both of which have dealt with getting robbed firsthand.
So, of business owners you know in Oakland, what percentage of them are feeling the impacts of theft and robberies?
Almost everybody.
California is soft on crime. Is that still the case, or are things changing?
That was the case with our previous DA. We got a new DA, Ursula Jones Dixon. You know, she's pretty good. She's very fair, right? Things are changing on her behalf, but it's hard to control when there's a budget crisis, right? The cities are out of money. Police departments are outnumbered. The staffing is at the lowest levels. Around 600 police officers right now at City of Oakland. We pay taxes.
Extreme amount, right?
Right.
You pay some of the highest in the country.
In the country, right?
Yeah.
Public safety should not be a wish list. It should be given. A lot of major franchisers left the city, like In-N-Out left, Walmart closed its doors, mom and pop stores are going out of the business, right?
Folks, AD here is absolutely right. According to TheStreet.com, store owners nationwide have seen theft spike 93% when you compare the numbers from 2019 to 2023. Mom and pop shops, which are the backbones of a community, are getting crushed the hardest.
A massive group of thieves hit a mom and pop shop in Oakland, plus the arrests local authorities have made in connection to some of the recent Bay Area retail robberies.
Many of the small businesses that once gave these communities their personality have vanished.
vanished.
And that's because they don't have the corporate wallets to absorb insurance hikes, inventory losses, and new security costs all at once. And even though the big box stores don't tug at our heartstrings in the same way, when they close, it really hurts a community. Just look at Chicago. When multiple Walmarts pulled out of the hood due to theft issues, neighborhoods that already struggled to access healthy food were left with even fewer options and fewer jobs.
Big hit to the community because, I mean, Walmart have great prices, honestly, so
it appears we're seeing a cycle where neighborhoods get robbed twice. First, when someone decides to steal from the store, and again when that store decides to leave forever.
Insurance companies don't want to cover. You know, like once you report few incidents, they will cut you off.
So you have to pick and choose when you report your robberies to insurance.
We don't even, go out and put every claim out there for insurance companies in the fear of losing insurance.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
Last 4 years, I have a different insurance company every year.
And has that price gone up for you?
The prices are almost double.
And that hurts local people that are law-abiding because the price of goods probably go up too, right?
Inflation is killing.
Yeah, I got my purse snatched, but they spit off so fast. But it happened once. But it doesn't happen a lot to me because I'm from the hood, It made me feel irritated being that I'm from here, And so it was very irritating, but it's getting so wild that you don't even know who is who no more. So it's like you can't follow up or do anything about it.
I think there needs to be harsher punishments for things like that.
Yeah, there's nothing happening about this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing about all these robberies is it creates a zero trust society where you don't know that guy could be a robber, that person could be a robber. What do you think it does to a community if you don't know who to trust?
I think it separates people because I know I go through that. Like teenagers, they dress a certain way, and if you see a teenager dressed in a way that usually people who rob dress like.
Let me just fill in the blanks. Ski masks, gloves,
yes.
Nike Techs.
Yes. Oh my God. Purple jeans.
Yeah.
I'd be scared crossing the street. Get away from me, nigga.
It's like a lot of these are like 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds and older. Why do you think they're so hell-bent on stealing as a way to make money?
They're probably not provided with enough.
Yeah, I think it's no guidance in the homes, and also just doing it for fun, which is sad, and also getting a job is hard. I know that. For a lot of people, it is hard, and since a lot of them already have a criminal record, it's like they feel like there's nowhere to turn. There's nothing to do about that.
They have to keep doing it to survive.
Imagine this, you pay very high taxes and your neighborhood is getting picked apart by constant theft. And when you dial 911, the police are so overwhelmed that no one shows up for hours. This is how you create a sense of hopelessness. Ordinary people get taxed to death while living in terrible conditions, and over time it destroys the morale of an entire city.
Can you introduce who you brought with you?
Yeah, I want to talk to you. Yeah, for sure. I'm with my boy Darwin right here on Hood.
Darwin, I saw a news article about you.
I ain't gonna say too much. It's on the news. If you know, you know.
4 people are behind bars tonight in connection to a string of home invasion robberies in San Jose. Police say the suspects were armed and held 6 people, including a 15-month-old baby, at gunpoint.
One of the cases involved a grandma and grandpa and baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking insane.
I mean, shit, you have to do what you gotta do to get money, right?
We ran up in there, me and bro jumped the fence, went in. I ain't gonna lie, it was the dad and the baby sleeping in the couch, you feel me? It was knocked the out. I saw them sleeping, and I told my brother, I was like, brother, you feel me? I ain't trying to do this, you feel me? Because out of respect, you feel me? There was a baby in there. But by the time me and him were done arguing, going back and forth for 30 seconds, the dad woke up, so we just had to go full on with it. And that's exactly what we did. And then after that, we went to go smack with more, and then we went to my tuck spot. For me, we had hella shit in the car, hella. I done came up on 15 bands that day. That was a good day for me. That was a light day.
So was it worth putting a baby at gunpoint simply to get a couple sweatshirts?
No, because you feel me, I felt bad, but yeah, you feel me, we got money out of it. We got hella money out of that house, so it's like.
Do you ever have nightmares where you wake up and it's like, oh, what did I do? Like you reenact the moments that are
I feel bad, yeah, most definitely. Every time I think about it, I done run into so many houses I can't even count on my own hands and feet.
How do you pick which house you want to go into?
But honestly, shout out to Asians. I love my Asians. Chinky, we need our bucks.
The same guy that we interviewed 2 days ago that allegedly did home invasions, he says he targets Asians as well.
Looking for some decently good cars. Some cars you'll see a typical Asian in. You'll see them when they leave, when they come home.
For a separate episode I was working on, I interviewed another home invader that works in some of the same areas as this guy, and he also mentioned that he targets Asian people specifically. This caught my attention, so I wanted to understand what makes them say that.
The Buddha's outside the crib too, for sure.
He said the same thing.
Yeah.
You guys know each other?
Do not leave Buddha's outside your
do not
crib,
leave
bro.
Buddhas, anything Buddha religious, we going in yours.
We in that shit, flipping mattresses, in your fridge, drinking your orange juice.
You've eaten someone's food in their fridge while home invading them?
Niggas be going days without eating, so when I go up in the house, when I was
Nigga, I'm on EBT right now, nigga.
Okay, let's talk about that. So what was your childhood like if there was days without you eating?
Sleeping in a car, be on my niggas smoking every day, going out car checking, bipping, stealing cars, Kodak, purse snatches, home invasions.
Do you guys have any loot from your recent last day or two?
Got some of this. Good little backpack, you feel me? Good little backpack on here.
Children's backpack for school.
We got some markers to go vandalize some shit. We got some markers. It's just multiplying the crime. We get this. We could put the shit that we vandalize shit with in the backpack and then vandalize with this backpack.
What do you guys think about taking a backpack that a child used to go to school with?
Bruh, car seats cost hella money. We sell that shit.
How many of you had a strong dad in your life?
I've never had
That nigga.
None of you guys?
I mean,
do you feel like that's part of the recipe?
No, I mean, my dad was there and then he walked away, so it's like, for me, well, regardless, even when he was there, he was a shit.
Man, I wish like guys like that we could talk to, because they have a big impact, you know what I mean?
I would say that too, for sure. If my dad was around, you feel me, and he set me straight, I probably wouldn't even be in this motherfucker because I have a full family. I chose my own route and I became a man.
They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and you could argue that's the case with Prop 47, the infamous legislation that basically declared if you steal less than $950, then you don't get in trouble. And here's why California did this. In 2011, Supreme Court case Brown v. Plata mandated the state to reduce the extreme overcrowding of the California prison system, saying it violated the inmates' 8th Amendment. So, the state passed Prop 47 with the thinking that many people are locked away for minor crimes, and if they stop throwing the book at people, the prison population will go down. But the unintended consequence was once the misdemeanor for theft was codified into law, criminals took note and stealing became many people's full-time jobs. And this is the tough part of legislation, where you try and solve one problem and inadvertently tip the scales to create another.
Born and raised North Oakland, went to McClymonds, went to Oakland High.
I wanted to showcase a man that grew up in Oakland and decided to become an entrepreneur. This is Miles, and he owns a watch store in the Bay Area. Here's what he had to say.
Did a little time in Alameda, so you know, I'm very familiar with the Bay Area.
And why you're not in Oakland?
Oh, bro, just because it's dangerous. You know, as a business owner, I sell watches. So some days I might have a Day-Date on, some days I might have a Paget on, just any type of watch, just in general. Being here in Oakland isn't safe. You know, it's not safe, it's not a safe environment. For me, I wouldn't even have a prosperous business in Oakland at the moment, you know? Just on the state of Oakland.
And we won't put it on camera, but you have a very nice automobile.
Oh, yes.
What are the
you can
odds
put it
are?
on camera, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
63. But you know, that's just, I feel like that all comes from the trade of work, you know? Just how much I put in my work.
I wish the youth of Oakland, and actually the youth around the country, could watch someone like you and say, that's what I want to be like. I don't want to be like a drill rapper that kills people.
Exactly.
I want to be like a business owner.
I tell people all the time, especially the youngsters coming out of Oakland, all you guys, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, doesn't matter what race, what you're into, bro, follow what you want to do.
We were on our way to meet up with local activist Edward and a group of citizens that are furious about how Oakland is handling the city's homeless camps from a perspective of crime, drain on already low policing resources, and the immense amount of trash. We are taking you into a hotspot area for problems in the city.
Where are we right now?
West Oakland.
Yeah. I know, just our brief drive in here so far. I am afraid to say the first word that comes to mind is shithole.
I've heard that said before. Yeah, it's barely surviving for a lot of folks. Yeah, they've taken the nonprofit, which is typically viewed as being benevolent, and they've turned it into a for-profit, malevolent approach, and that's why you see what you see.
I think maybe the first thing that stands out about the nonprofit approach is it's not results driven at all. you've only funneled more money into it and the problem has only gotten worse.
Right, because they want to perpetuate their existence. Why would they want to put themselves out of business?
Right now we're surrounded, as far as the eye can see, in different blocks are basically homeless ramshackle camps.
Correct. And illegal dumping as well. Yeah.
I would imagine an extreme amount of mental illness.
Mental illness, also you have drug addiction.
Do you want to show us around a little bit?
Yeah, we can take a walk over here so you could just see
So as you can see, we're walking through it's vehicle after vehicle. I'm sure there's staff here every night. You have guys on forklifts trying to actually do a job. So what do you feel as a resident or someone that grew up in Oakland, when you look around and you see your city, elements of it are a garbage dump infested with fentanyl and poop and stealing? Like, what does it make you feel?
How else can you feel but disgusted? And it's really tragic, but it's not necessary.
What could be done instead with these folks that are living out in these areas? What do you think could be done instead?
Well, here's the play from these nonprofits, is they want to claim that everyone is entitled to free housing.
Housing is a human right.
Right, you've heard that.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's total bullshit. The reality is everyone needs to kick in and contribute in some way.
Because someone has to build the house, someone has to put the toilets in, someone has to keep the roof.
Who's paying for all that? Yeah. Taxpayers.
When people picture America in their head and then they see this, they wonder, what the hell happened here?
This is not America, just like the song says.
Yeah, what do you think about all this?
My name's Al, I'm the warehouse manager. I've been working for Jace Mahmouz for approximately 10 years. I've seen a lot of deaths here. You know that, right?
A lot of deaths.
They wrapped up some guy on the carpet and they threw him out on the corner. I see a lot of looting. I see stealing the wires, causing fires, a lot of rivalries.
So how long has this place been a shithole?
Since I started in 2016, 2015.
Has it gotten better, worse?
No, it's gotten worse.
Worse. Okay.
So you have nowhere to go, I don't think.
So you're a hardworking man. You've been here over 10 years. What do you think about your tax dollars in a way contributing towards this?
I don't understand. I think like the homeless, if you're homeless, when I was homeless at one point, that's my story. And I didn't carry all this stuff with me. I had a backpack, and that's all I had.
What do you recommend happens in this area?
There's programs that help them, but they don't want curfews. They want to be able to live on the street and be able to do their drugs. If they're in a program like I was, the door shut down on you at 6.
Would I be able to send one of my camera guys with you to drive around? You want to hop in a car with him?
Yes, sir.
How's it going, man?
What do you feel like is making it worse?
The city of Oakland doesn't care. It's not gotten better. I'm telling you right now, I thank God for everything that I got, but I'm a hard worker, right? And I was homeless one time. Look at this. I was homeless, but I didn't feel like this. They don't have places. They have resources that will help them. You know that, right?
To understand why these citizens are so angry, consider this. Despite homeowners paying relatively high property taxes, Oakland ranks among the top 5 metro areas in America for theft and is the second most dangerous city in the country. According to a 2022 article, the city spends $120 million a year on homelessness, yet many would argue that things have only gotten worse. This has led locals like Edward to believe the nonprofits receiving the money are unintentionally incentivized to keep the problem going rather than solve it. After all, who would put themselves out of a job, especially when there are executives of these nonprofits making a healthy 6-figure salary? For example, it appears CEO of Keep Oakland Housed, Jamie Alamanza, makes about $400,000 a year, and her top leaders make between $220,000 and $240,000. And for residents, it's infuriating. You would think paying more in taxes would translate to a safer city, but here it feels like the opposite.
Certainly out here in West Oakland and Oakland, some parts of East Oakland as well, it is this homelessness problem and allowing or enabling these people to live in the street in squalor and really offering to assist them to keep them in this place.
It's a fake assistance.
Yeah, rather than really taking care of their needs and helping them in the community. And they've squandered literally billions of dollars.
And so they've accomplished their objective, and it was to reduce police staffing. They deny about the defunding, but look at the numbers. The numbers at one time were 850, and now active officers on the streets, you're looking at less than 500 actually.
Yeah, it's 310 are patrol officers right now. So that's the minimum they need to survive, and then the rest of the back office takes it up to 507, which is where they are at today.
And what we have right now is 240 officers on patrol in the streets. We have over 3,000 911 calls each and every day. And at any given moment, we only have 30 to 35 officers responding to those emergency calls.
So it's literally impossible to keep up with all the 911 calls.
Yes, the Democratic Socialists of America are pushing forward. Well, look at what it actually implements like on the ground. In Oakland, we are ground zero. No public safety. Our stores are being robbed and rammed and targeted, repeated robbing. We have stolen vehicles by the thousands that are used to rammed into storefronts, and businesses are struggling. When we don't have a business base that's thriving, there's no revenue from sales tax revenue to support other essential services. It's a cycle that's spiraling downward, and the elected officials take our taxpayer money and not have any accountability or any results, and it's all a false narrative. Somebody's taking the money, and it's not for the goodness of the residents or the most vulnerable. It's all for corruption, and a lot of them are non-profit that are really benefiting from the suffering of people on the streets. They need to be out here with us and answer to our concerns, but they're not here.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
Good, how are you guys? Good.
What's
going on? Some Oakland activists that are wanting more accountability from the mayor. Okay. And basically the people wasting money, and because there's a lot of people pay a lot of taxes here.
And not helping.
And not helping
people on the streets.
The most.
Oh yeah, they stole all the money.
So the numbers are that Oakland in the last 3 years has spent about $1 billion helping the community with homelessness, drug addiction. Do you feel like you've felt the impact of that $1 billion?
You know, most of this shit is like donated. They're not paying for it. It's even going on after they've shut us down, put us out, asked us to leave, and then put us in places where you can't have company. I can't cook myself a snack. I can't do anything, but you want me to call this home.
So you're set up to fail, basically.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think what really hurts is a lot of us feel like we're watching the downfall of America. And it started off in slow motion. In some ways, it feels like it's just speeding up. And it's really sad because there are a lot of people that bust their ass in this country. People that are absolutely hustling to try and just live and survive and raise kids and buy a house. Where's the sense of, we're not going to build a perfect utopia in this country, but America's the country where you can make it and you can do well. And our taxes just keep going up, but the standard of living is getting lower. How is that even possible? Little Ignorant called us up and said he wanted to show us what it looked like when he went on a police chase. So he strapped on his GoPro, and this is the footage we later got.
Hey, fuck Swan Lake, come chase us, pussy! Take off. You don't want it! You don't want it, bitch! You don't want it! Bitch ass nigga. Go get us! Pussy! He's behind us? Right there. Oh my god, we got it, bitch. Oh, what the fuck? Go down, Help me. Go, we out. We out. He's a bitch. We're going viral. Go down, you got it, you gave us. Now take off. Let's go. Yeah, nigga. I love you, my nigga. Let's get there safe though, slow down. Crazy, bro. Hella fun, bro. Hella fun. Dude, we were trolling him with Swan Lake, and then we spun it back, kept trolling him. He ended up chasing us. That shit was fun as hell, bruh.
So we were at a red light, right? Complete stop. And there was 2 cars beside us. Saw a little gap, took it, had to stop a car.
A bitch moved for us.
Dude, you were asking a lady like,
yeah, move out the way. The bitch moved.
Help us get out of
yeah, we gotta give a free striker, bro. If you're watching this video, DM me. We got you with a free striker. Yeah.
How'd you guys take this one?
That shit. Key was in the car checking, bipping, brake, push to start, key in the car. Yeah, every rich neighborhood at least, feel me? One day out of the week at nighttime has one car, feel me, that's hella fast with the key in it. I'm trying to become the president for real. Like if you look up the reason I'm a terrorist is because it's for political gain. That's like the real definition of a terrorist. That's why I classify as that. It's because it's all for political gain. I'm trying to run for the president one day, couple of years. Couple of years. Vote for Lil Ignorant for president 2020. What year is it? 5? Next year, 2026. On ahead.
Yeah, wait till 2028 to make your run.
Why?
Because that's when the election is.
It's not next year? Why? When is it? It's not every year?
4 years.
4 years? For president?
Well, I'm happy I got to meet you.
So yeah, happy I got to meet you,
so much, brother.
For sure.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. This was a wild ride. Lil Ignorant, anything you gotta leave him with?
Shit, vote for me, president, 2020, what is it, 2028? 2028, going for president. On hood, bro, you feel me?
Vote Lil Ignorant 2028.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week.
LA has the most car thefts of any major city just last year, and it's only getting worse.
Last time we filmed with you, right after the video got posted, Dan's dealership got hit.
They stole our Z01 Camaro, our white Hellcat, and our Z06 Corvette.
Were you behind that? Like, do you think there is a federal task force looking for you?
I'm sure they're looking at this. I'm ready to give you delivery, sir.
Is it fair to say that you are officially on the run?
Oh yeah, for sure. Wanted in like 5 or 6 different states.
I instantly shoot, break people in front of the clubhouse. That's what's not only physically, but like emotionally on myself. This has taken its toll on me.
About a year and a half ago, I launched a video documenting a man we'll call Felix, and he happens to be one of America's most prolific car thieves. Almost 10 million of you tuned into that episode, and many of you fell in love with Felix because of his hilarious one-liners and his contagious personality.
This is what I carry for fun, just in case I come across a Hellcat. Or is that a Sky over there? Yep. Yeah, see? I would not be deterred by the daylight one bit. I would take that broad day.
You would take something from this dealership in broad daylight?
100%. Especially respectfully after meeting their employees, I know they're not going to chase me. They're not going to even try to stop me.
In that episode, he even flirted with the idea of quitting his criminal career and going legal by becoming a security consultant to car dealership owners like this guy, Dan.
Get brick house security boxes that are magnetic that stick to the underside of the car, or low jack that's hardwired into the vehicle. And make sure when they install it, they put it somewhere that's not immediately underneath the steering wheel, because that's the first place anybody's going to check.
But then he went ghost. I couldn't reach him for months until one day he reached back out to tell me 2 things. Number 1, that he was in too deep to quit and that he was wanted for felonies in states all around the country, and he felt his only choice was to double down on his life of crime. And number 2, he wanted to make a follow-up documentary to his first piece so he could provide a cautionary tale for the youth and tell more of his story. Folks, this is an intimate look at the highs and lows that come with the lifestyle of being a super criminal. And today, we embark on a risky endeavor that involves sitting front row in the business of stolen cars, seeing into an international crime ring, and documenting a guy that at any moment may need to leave the interview in a high-speed chase. Folks, this is America's Most Wanted Car Thief, Part 2. Your discretion is advised.
124 here, he's calculated we might need another vehicle.
We're meeting up with an old friend of the channel, Felix the Car Thief.
Oh, see, this is all money to me. You see all the right here? That's all money.
This is it. And he said he wants to do a part 2. He said there's a lot of things weighing on him. He feels like the walls are closing in. There's some things he wants to get off his chest, and also wants to show us what he's been up to in the last few months since we've talked to him. You know, at one point he was ready to give up this life and kind of be a consultant and go into the right side of the business where you can actually make money in a way that you don't have to be arrested. But for whatever reason, this lifestyle just keeps sucking him in, and he's dug himself a pretty deep hole. So anyways, we'll pull up to this parking garage and we'll touch base with Felix and see what he's up to.
Areas like downtown, LA, Chinatown, and Little Tokyo have seen a 300% spike in theft since 2013.
All right, boy, 6th floor. Let's see if you can. Oh, yep. This motherfucker, dude. Yep, there's a Range Rover right over there. Good to see you again.
These are my two prizes I wanted to show you. This is my Bentley and my Range Rover.
When did you pick this up?
Like 4 days ago. I got this inside job. Somebody gave me this extra key for this car.
And like a dealership?
Somebody resold it to somebody else and then gave me the extra key. This was a legal car, so somebody bought this car from somebody thinking they were buying a car. And I had the extra key. And then this is my Range Rover. It's a P530 autobiography. It's impressive to some people, but it's like a regular car to me, you know.
You have a handicap sticker?
Yeah, so I can park my Strikers anyway. This is a reroute job, so I got this off of a painted truck driver to reroute it. My mirror's fucked up, courtesy of LAPD. They smacked my shit.
You had a close call?
Yeah, they tried to catch me over in the hood. So that's why I wasn't going over where you guys were at, because I was just running from them in this car.
How long ago did this happen?
Like, less than 48 hours ago.
So tell me about the process of getting this from a truck driver.
So basically I have a Russian guy who goes into the dispatch and changes the delivery address and changes it to me. And so I pulled up on the truck driver, handed him $1,000 and walked away with the car. We got the Vermont right here.
How do you get all these?
Actually, you want to know where I'm buying these? Hollywood Boulevard for $11 each, and they work. I've been using them for like 4 months, no problem.
Last time we filmed with you, right after the video got posted, Dan's dealership got hit. People want to know, were you behind them?
No, not at all.
This is why you don't make viral YouTube videos and talking about stealing cars.
I would never hit his spot. I know the kids who did it, but like you can't control people. Like, you know, they saw the vulnerabilities I did and wanted to make some money, and it was that easy for them.
So when we've talked last time, you said walls are closing in 30 years. That's a fair deal.
Yeah, I still feel the same way. Of course, I don't want that. Like, I'm gonna try my best to stay ahead and just get away and see some sunshine. I think that's why I'm going so hard in LA. I'm trying to stack up as much money as possible and figure out what my game plan is. It's really kind of like a pain in the ass to do these foreign cars, but it's the same thing. A box with cables that you unplug, and then the car is yours.
This is real life Grand Theft Auto. Like, this is such another level of society that the average person will never see, experience. It makes me laugh a little bit because it almost seems so absurd. But I know that this is somebody's car that they worked hard for, that right now they're going through a lot of rigmarole, insurance, and even a rich guy now can't take his kid to soccer practice. Like, it's gonna be a drag on the family.
He wants to be known as a parking right now. It makes life harder for you because now they're on it. So any car you're in, they're gonna harass you. They're gonna want to think it's stolen, you know?
You're probably right.
Yeah, they're probably right for sure. But
how much would you say you made in the last month?
Probably the last month. Last month's been good, so probably did like 40, 50K.
40, 50K?
Yeah.
How much of that profit?
The majority of it.
Because there is no overhead or upfront cost when you're taking someone's shit.
Yeah, like except like paying the driver maybe.
Last time we talked to you, you said you were gonna show me a map of keys around the world.
Yeah. So like, that's my SS Ambassador. That's in Iraq somewhere. And these are my tags, obviously, because I had to put these in the car for it to work. There's a Honda that's in the Northeast. They took this car back from me, but I still have the trucker in it. And then here's another one in Iraq, TRX I sold. That actually belonged to Deshaun Nix, the Wolverines, Timberwolves, whatever, from Minnesota.
You guys took his car?
Yeah, shout out that guy. We took his TRX and sent it to Iraq.
What's the economics of a stolen car to Africa? How much are people getting paid along the way?
For somebody like me, probably like, I would say a Honda's worth like 3K to me. And then to the Africans, it's probably worth like 30, 40,000. They're making more money.
Of course. A Honda's worth 30 to 40?
Yeah, because they're getting, you gotta think, when a car goes to Ghana, it doesn't matter if it's stolen or not. It's in Ghana. Nobody gives a shit.
But why are they paying so much more?
Because there's duties and import fees and everything, so they're usually charging like 125 MSRP.
What have you gone through emotionally in the last few months?
A lot of shit, man. It's been a roller coaster, bro. Like, I've done a lot of crashing now, a lot of bullshit that I shouldn't have been doing. Fell in love a couple times, you know, a bunch of life drama. But at the end of it, I still have my cars, you know.
I mean, last time we talked, it felt like you were an inch away from turning this all in and making your own business.
Yeah. to now being in like a complete downward spiral of this.
You dug yourself a deeper hole now.
Yeah.
Who is after you right now, do you think?
Oh, I know I got warrants in a couple of states.
Like, do you think there is a federal task force looking for you?
I'm sure they're looking at this shit for sure. So this job is different. Like, we basically went and got the car for the guy. He set up the place, so we're only charging him 15 grand. Look it. So you see, you know I play no games, sir. Here you go. See? Everything's there. I'm ready to give you delivery, sir. See you in about 10 minutes. Dude's gonna come pick it up, but he's not. I'm gonna meet him at the storage unit. Just drop it off, so. Yeah.
For this sale, the plan was simple. They were going to drop the Bentley off in a storage unit and meet the buyer nearby. In Felix's last episode, he shows us how he steals the cars, and now he's going to be showing us how the car gets sold.
Let me get that phone.
As we were leaving the parking garage, it appeared Felix and his partner were having issues paying for parking, which struck me as odd seeing as they had expensive designer clothes on. Felix was going to be sitting on the sidelines for this deal and let his partner handle the business, so I had him jump in the back seat so he could give us a play-by-play of what was going down.
This dude is so worried that I'm gonna come back and take this car. He's telling him to unplug the battery. Like, this dude doesn't even understand that I can't take this car without the key. But he's that scared of me, bro.
Is that something you ever do?
Oh, yeah. Depends. It's assholes, yeah. Like, this guy's an asshole, bro. If you met him, he's not the type of person who will donate money to help kids.
Are you?
Yeah, I would. I'd help the kids. I help the junkies all the time.
So sometimes you'll double dip on a deal by good cop, bad cop. He sells the car, then you rob him.
I'd rob him and take the car back, yeah. Like, if I had a second key for this car right now, I'd take it back. I mean, what are they gonna do, call the police? Yeah, just leave the headlights on. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you. Alright, I'm gonna do this and then talk to you in a bit.
This feels like a Grand Theft Auto video game interaction.
Is there guys out there on the phone? That's who you is? No. No? It looked like it was there this way. My mama couldn't find me right now. Yeah, that's all good. We'll be able to see you the second you walk out of there. So you're good. Alright. Sexy. Now we have to separate because I gotta go collect the bread. And remember, they think you're not here. Alright, see you guys in a second.
After placing the Bentley in a storage garage, Felix's partner made his way to a parking lot of a local business to finalize this transaction. We were attempting to get closer and try and see it go down firsthand, but also balancing that with trying not to be seen. Here's what happened.
He's gonna be in a gray Tahoe. They said they're right in front of the AutoZone. Remember, their biggest fear is not journalists or nothing. Their biggest fear is living in me. Because he thinks I'm like that crazy, I'm gonna hop out on him about that. That was the CB too. Speak up when I'm on.
Should I go?
Have you seen this car?
That guy, he's actually more than just a buyer. Like, he's the one who set up the play. He's the one who gave us the key and put the tracker in the car. That was his car. He sold to another person. And then, you know, just basically with the third key, I showed up and took it. So he got his key and he could eat it too.
This guy's a wealthy businessman.
Man, this guy got a lot of money. I'm telling you, I robbed him for almost $30,000 and he's still over here doing more business. So he's obviously, his pockets aren't hurting. I just know he pays, you know. But sometimes not all money is good money, you know. I've learned that, especially in this business, bro. That's why I wasn't willing to like sacrifice my morals to take that dude's money.
What?
You want a souvenir?
No, I'm good. Actually, here, let me.
Yeah, it's legit, bro. I ain't do nothing wrong with it. They used to take the battery off. Just throw it on the ground. What a crack that, man. That's how we pick it up and sell it for $10.
What do we got going on here?
Payday. After that.
That's real dough?
Real. Man, you want us to show you this will probably pay some of these different serial numbers. I don't know, their kids going to school.
So what was the economics of this deal?
I mean, shit, $12,000 profit.
So you guys split 50-50 partners on this
job? Yeah, Kaz, me and him. When you think about it, this is $5K one day, multiply this by 30. How much money a person could potentially make at this. But you gotta understand there's a lot of risk. A lot of people, 75% of the people in this type of business get caught or get knocked off.
And what makes you guys different?
I don't know. What makes us different? Which is good? I'd be scared, nigga. A scary nigga always gonna survive in certain situations because you're gonna think twice until you might think 3 times. That's literally it. I always go with the mindset of like just trying to be like focused and on point. I think that's the same thing now. Like not having a lot of distractions in life. I might not be able to call my daughter tomorrow. And so then it's like, fuck it, I'm sitting my ass down in the house. But then the next day after that, I'm like, fuck it, touching all this shit. Taking everything. Everything must go.
So some people say, yeah, you're humans too, but some people are like, these guys sociopaths.
Is Donald Trump a sociopath? Is Donald Trump psychotic? I would say if it was something like where I was actually hurting somebody, like somebody was actually getting a gun put to them, then yeah, maybe I feel some type of way. But this is all non-violent property crime.
You guys both have young daughters?
Yeah.
So do you think when they grow up and they're starting to get jobs of their own, you'll be able to look them in the eye and say, yep, this is what your dad does?
Man, if I do this shit right, my daughter shouldn't need no motherfucking job. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
But do you guys actually save your money? I see you're spending on expensive outfits.
I learned to save from him. He lives by the 80%, 20% rule. He spends 20% and fucks around and saves 80%.
That's a good rule.
That's what I started doing too. There's people that do this shit for fun, and there's people that do that shit because they gotta get money. There's no other way out. Like,
how much do you think you genuinely made this month?
This March was kind of slow, 11,000. But like if you go to January, which was like a good month for me, I was pretty fucking Cash App too. That's January.
39,000.
Yeah, but this is, you gotta account, Cash App's only probably like 25% of my income. Most of it's cash like you see right now. This money's never gonna hit Cash App. So if that's how much I put in, I can't tell you. I need an accountant to tell you. I'm not greedy with my money. I look out for people. I see a homeless guy on the street, I give him $100. We just gave the Uber guy $100 to cancel the ride. 5 minutes.
All right, we have our own mission to hit. We're gonna link up with these guys in a little while. Until then.
After a few months back in Milwaukee, we returned to Los Angeles to resume filming. During the time that had passed, Felix told me that his partner had been arrested and was facing serious prison time. And although I had spoke to Felix just a couple days before I flew out to California, once I landed, I was unable to reach him. Initially, I thought he was ghosting me, but then the mother of his child reached out to tell me that he was in jail.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing okay. And he's sitting in jail. He has a few warrants in a few different states, but they're not expediting him anywhere.
How long has it been since he's been home to see you?
So it's been about 2 months since I've seen him, and then 3 months since his kid saw him, so.
And what's going through your head right now?
I know he doesn't have many people he can really lean on, so we're family at the end of the day. As for anything else, I hope he gets his shit together. My biggest concern, honestly, is my kid at the end of the day. She is what matters in all of this. He was a really good father. He did try. COVID made things helpless for a lot of people. I don't know if he told you our whole rental burnt down. So during COVID, we floated around to hotels. He was breeding dogs then, so we had about 8 dogs with us, and a whole litter of puppies in a hotel at one point.
Holy shit!
He was headed in the good direction. He was in college. When all this stuff started, and he discovered this other way of doing things that seemed easier, and then it worked once, and so I've never been able to control that man. So,
well,
I hope this whole situation scares him straight and reminds him that he was in jail at one point.
Feel free to call me anytime.
and we'll see where this thing goes.
Yeah, I appreciate it. All right.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, bye-bye. I see him in a pretty similar way that I think that his girlfriend does, except I think I probably am more aware of the bad information, like the depression, the struggles, the addictive personality, just because he probably hides it more from her. What a shame. But I wonder how common this is in the criminal down spiral story. Anyways, that's that.
Yo.
How you doing, man?
In jail, man.
What's going through your head?
I'm depressed, bro. I'm gonna go to court in like the next 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I think. And then I'm gonna go, I gotta see a judge. I don't know what to say, but I don't, like, if they let me out, I don't have nobody here, so I might even need you to come get me or somebody to come get me, because I don't even have shoes on.
Were you, doing a high-speed barefoot?
Yeah, no, I lost my shoes, flew off when I crashed. Just pray for me, bro. I'm trying to get home. I want to go see my daughter.
Hopefully things go well. I hope to hear from you very soon.
I hope so, man. I'll let you know. If anything, she'll call you and tell you and keep you updated. I should be out, though. I should.
It's hard to say about a guy like Felix that we've come to know for a while, but it is crazy how these guys play the predator and the victim at the same time. And how many people's cars are gone because of him. Like, it's always poor me. I could say I've developed a friendship with Felix. We've been calling each other for over a year now. And I might know more about his life than most family members that he has. Anyways, we'll see where this goes. After spending about 3 weeks in LA Central Jail, Felix called me when I was back in Milwaukee to let me know that he was going to be released in a couple hours. I scrambled to find a videographer that could catch this moment, so I called my guy DT that I had met while filming with the East Coast Crips. Here's the footage that DT captured.
Card, cash, 730. Thank you.
You thought you'd never see my beautiful face again, huh?
You might be confused to see Felix sucking on a balloon. The drug he's using, nitrous oxide, aka Whippets, is a substance that cuts off oxygen to the brain to induce a brief and fleeting sense of euphoria.
So good to see you home, nigga. 185,000 in collateral.
Since he was deemed a massive flight risk, the bond company required Felix to provide collateral in order to be released. The mother of his child signed her home over to get him out of jail, meaning that if he fled California, his daughter's house could be foreclosed on.
I was fucking at a Spanish restaurant eating outside, and I had a balloon in my mouth like this. LAPD officer, a female officer, seen me. She said, "Yo," and I looked up and I said, "Oh shit, it's 12." And I just calmly put the balloon down, put my food down, and started driving off. They got behind me. They followed me for like 30 seconds. I hit the left, right. They went left, right with me. As soon as I got to the light and I went to go to the left, she turned the lights on, and so I immediately cut over and tried to go right, and it was on from there. And I took them on a sick one, and I went down the wrong way, and I hit somebody, and I crashed with the drink in the car. They want to give me 2 years on a program. They posted the bond. Minnesota detained me for some domestic violence warrant for breaking my bitch's windows, and I had to pay them $3,500 to hire a lawyer. The lawyer got the warrant recalled, and then they released me out here in California. I feel like a cat with 9 lives, and I just activated life number 7, so I got 2 more. I feel like this time I have certain goals and purposes in mind on things I want to do. I think this time is my time, and I'm not going to let myself get caught even with this bullshit that I got going on.
What time will you think you'll be facing?
I think it's over with. I think either the feds will pick me up this time, or Cali's going to hold me until I get picked up by the other states, and they'll give me... basically, it's go for broke. There is no other option. It's go big or go home this time around.
What did you owe? What did you owe for your bond?
$20K just to enjoy this moment right here. Thankfully, my family looked out for me and showed me love, and they blessed me and they gave me a second chance, and I'm really trying not to squander it, but I'm so hopeless. At the same time, I'm lost, like I don't know nothing but this car stuff, so I'm trying to respect their wishes and stay out of it, but this is all I know.
So what's here?
This is my tablet, my baby. I've thankfully had this for a long time, and somebody kept it safe for me, and now I came home to this, and this is what's gonna give me the opportunity to hopefully make things right.
So you got a lot going on. What is your next steps?
I guess at this point, I have two main choices. Do I surrender, or do I try to run it and see how far I can make it? But I think inevitably, my end is coming.
The next time we crossed paths with Felix, he was out operating in the Midwest. He was fresh from being on the run in California, and I was interested to hear what was going through his mind given that he was facing such intense financial and legal pressures. Yo, we're 2 minutes away. Are you guys already there?
I'm right down the street.
Tell me what the hell is going on with this thing.
We just got it off transport, off of a truck.
What does that even mean?
Like, basically this was destined to go somewhere, and we just, we rerouted it, and we changed the destination location, and now it's ours. And we did the trackers already, so it's safe. You know. Simple work.
What do you guys stand to make from this?
Probably like, 10, 15,000. Hopefully on the higher end.
And so what is this?
This is like all the dealership papers was on it. We had to rip them all off, and probably have to blur that, but
Felix, is it possible that all this started because of a house fire?
Potentially, yeah. Like why I started doing this, yeah, in a sense.
Can you explain more of that?
Yeah, like my house burnt down in the middle of COVID, and I, was living in hotels, so I started striking.
Do we need to get out of here?
We're good.
If feds come, you guys gotta get out of here?
Yeah, we're gonna take off. But we're gonna win. We're gonna go on the chain tracks in this bitch. We gotta get up out of here. We gonna take it right to the center. Yeah. But we'll push that concrete barrier out the way.
Watch the Chevy Cruze, okay?
Yeah, no, don't worry. We'll dodge your car.
Just looking, keep an eye out.
Yeah, that guy's just weirded out by us. He's like, what the hell are these people? Apparently you don't see people parked back here too much. That was 12. Come on.
See you guys. Right. Have a good day. So, part of why this meetup was so quick, there was a lot of federal vehicles in this area for ICE raids, and Chicago just concentrated with those types of agents. I like that little snapshot we got of Felix because we got a lot of flavors of him right back to back. And there's a reason I'm drawn to him as a character. I mean, I try and connect with all of the people I interview, but him in particular has been a special guy to meet over the years and get to know. I'm trying to imagine the lifestyle where it's like at the slightest hint of danger, out of there. This has been a tough one to put together, but the persistence has paid off. Persistence tattooed here for a reason. I think that's a great word to keep ingrained in your mind, is just keep the persistence, because eventually it does pan out. I guess we'll catch Felix in the next go around. All right, folks, so we are in the suburbs of Illinois right now. Personally, I've realized that this is a documentary that I've had more emotional ties to because I've developed a relationship with him. I've talked to this guy for hours on the phone. I like him a lot, but I've also seen him in the last few months do a lot of things that I'm like, like, you're better than that, man. Like, I know you're better than that. But who am I to judge? Like, everyone has their own life to live, and my job is just to document it and understand it. So we're gonna meet him and see how life has been with him.
Apparently, Hondas have become more targeted in the world of stolen cars, and I even heard Felix occasionally referring to his crew as the Honda Boys. His partner told us to meet them in a parking lot to see a live sale of a Honda go down, and Felix was not answering his phone, so I had to try and use my spidey sense to see if I could detect where he was. So we're meeting them in a local grocery store. Let's see if we can guess. I don't know if they're in 1 or 2 cars, that's the other thing. But they said keep your distance, we don't want to scare off the buyers. I don't know if they're meeting here for the...
You can follow the Honda Instagram station or just park over there in the cut center. Don't pull past the front pass, pull past the second one. There's a part of on the second side of the gas. Yeah, we see you. Just don't let them see the cameras. Tell them like not to be so obvious.
Okay. I will say it is pretty nuts to just watch this going down. And the thing, everyone here going to this grocery store, going to this gas station, they're getting their hot dogs, they're getting their chips. They have no idea that right here, plain day, there's a little car transaction going.
Rammer's coming up here.
No way, that's the guy. He doesn't look like a... I don't know, a guy wearing blue jeans and a shirt like that, you just don't picture to be
yeah,
in a theft operation.
I mean, no, he might not even know he's buying a hot car too. He might think it's legit.
Does this guy know he's buying a hot car?
Yeah. What the fuck is he looking for, man? Like, what you looking at? Trying to make sure it's stolen, nigga? Where the fuck car did he come from? Like, he's smooth as a nose. Yeah, that's not how I thought he was in. Like, when we first got here. It's been here, though. Yeah, I know. That's why I said, watching this, I said this niggas would be here an hour early, dude. That's why I came through here and went through a lot like that.
Is this deal taking longer than normal?
Yeah, he should just gave him the money and left.
Yeah, they're starting to what? He just got money, didn't he? Check.
He just shook his head. You guys, everything good?
So right after that transaction, I guess there was some local police in the area, so we wanted to meet in a spot that was a little more secluded. Good to see you. Man.
Part 2.
Part 2. How you doing?
Good. Another day.
Not in LA anymore.
No, different scenery.
Okay, so we sent a guy to videotape you coming out of LA Central Jail.
Yeah.
That was when?
Like 2 months ago, maybe.
So what has transpired from then until now?
A lot of crazy stuff. Like a lot of like high speeds, a lot of crashes, a lot of just overall just crazy drama. I made it all the way back up north, so now I'm here.
Is it fair to say that you are officially on the run?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100. Like wanted in like 5 or 6 different states. Right now, actively, yeah. Like you can Google my name and find warrants right now, and more to come probably.
Okay, and so what are the various things you're wanted for?
Like a lot of GTAs, a lot of fleeting and eludings, some stuff like, I shouldn't mention, and then like, just a lot of stuff that comes with cars.
Okay, what is the bond situation?
I bonded out and I ran. Well, I kind of like just, it was getting weird and I just didn't go to court. So now I'm on the run.
Okay, and how much are you responsible for right now?
Over 200,000, almost $250,000 to fix my situation. So.
And if you don't come up with that much money, what are the consequences?
I could cost my family a lot, but I don't think that's gonna come to that. Like, I figure if it gets bad and like I can't make the money, I'm gonna go surrender in a state that's like a little bit easier to go to jail.
Okay.
And go do my time over there.
But basically, there's a house as collateral.
Yeah.
What is that like hanging over your head?
It makes everything more real. Like, there's real life consequences to it all. It's not just myself anymore.
And do you feel that the only way you can come up with that sum of money is the car business?
Yeah, like it just wouldn't make sense economically right now to try to start and do something else.
What are the most recent places you've had high speeds?
Michigan, and mainly just Michigan right now. Yeah.
And you went for, I think we talked on the phone before, you said you went for a 5-county run?
5-county run, yeah. Pretty far. I have some cases because of that and stuff like that, so it's pretty hectic. But overall, things have been good, man. Life's good and things are going to get figured out like always, you know. You can't complain. So we're free, that's the most important part, being outside, enjoying the weather.
This is a friend of yours that we're
doing
probably a documentary. It's
the best driver in Chicago.
Yeah?
Yeah. I challenge anybody to try to challenge that title. Best driver there is.
Okay, so we just saw a Honda CR-V exchange.
Yeah, a simple transaction. A car that nobody would think would be sold, a bullshit car, but
Is it normal to do that in broad daylight?
Yeah.
In public areas?
Yep.
Why not meet someone more private?
It's just for both of our safeties. For the buyer's safety and our safety.
Neither of you want to get robbed.
Or be put somewhere like we're in a situation where we're in a dead-end street or anything like that.
How do you know? Okay, because I saw that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you guys know he's not a cop? He kind of looks like he could be.
I guess right now I'm almost 75% sure he's not a cop. He came out of nowhere, so I was kind of cool. And he told us he was 15 minutes away. So he was 15 minutes away, and we told him he stayed 5 minutes. How would you do that?
Were you nervous?
A little bit, yeah. I was ready to run.
So what do you do to vet a guy like that to know he's not a cop?
I guess just time, you know, like you just talk to him more and more. Yeah, they would already been there.
And what was that transaction? How much you make off that?
No, it should be a simple transaction, under $2,000, you know.
Okay, so
Simples, but it's small, but those would be the ones that keep kind of like things maintained, you know.
Those aren't the big logs in the fire, but that's the little
stick, yeah. I mean, you seen today, did that guy seem like a criminal to you? Or like somebody?
You can give me criminal vibes.
Seems like a normal, average person.
Normal guy, could have a blue-collar job, white-collar job. You just mentioned you'd be surprised who you could sell cars to.
Yeah.
Are there famous rappers you've taken their car?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you able to say?
No, probably not. Probably that's not true.
Because some of them are super gangster?
Yeah, like they'll really come looking for you for that type of shit. It's not just that, but it's like...
How do you deal with the pressure of this all? Because to me, if I was on the run from multiple states, law enforcement, I had the house my daughter was growing up in as collateral over my head, a large sum of money.
Yeah.
I
don't know. The first month I was scared, but then I kind of got over it. I was like, F it. Like, I'm either gonna try, or if it doesn't work out and I can't do it, at least I had 5 months of vacation before I have to go turn myself in.
Do you have any regrets of not going clean with Dan when you had the chance?
No, sometimes I think about it, but then I think about all the memories I made. I met some wonderful people in this process, bro. Just this past year alone. Like, I had some moments that, you know, I can never tell anybody about, and to me, it was worth it.
How are you doing as far as the whip is? Because that's one thing I realized in the last year, like everybody would call me. Oh, tell me.
Yeah, I did call you a lot off the whip and stuff. But no, it's like any party, bro. Like, you know, rappers have their perks, they have their drink, you know. I like my whipping sometimes.
Yeah, eventually you're gonna have to sit in prison.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's just something you're accepting?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have fun at least until then.
Why not flee the country forever?
Because I have family here. And it's also like, there's no place like America.
Okay, but how much prison time do you think you're looking at?
Probably like, on a good day, like 10 years. On a bad day, probably like closer to 20.
And that's state by, like adding all the states together, or that's just one state at a time?
That's like 1 or 2 states, and then you gotta think.
Jesus.
I'm hoping and praying that they will let me file a document that will let me run my sentences concurrent, but that's not always guaranteed, you know? So if all my shit goes consecutive, it could go 30 years.
So in your time in LA, did you have a lawyer or did you have a public defender?
I didn't even make it that far. Like, I had a public defender, but they were shit. And like, I didn't even make it to my second hearing. The minute they told me they were gonna charge me with more stuff and that I potentially couldn't come back out after paying to come home, I just didn't know.
What was your official charge for?
Multiple GTAs.
I guess let me ask you this. From a mental health perspective, where would you say you're at right now?
Probably pretty like low, like it's pretty crazy, but I live with the mindset of like always trying to like succeed, like I'm not gonna give up.
I don't know if we talked about this the first time, but tell me more about your childhood. How are things for you as a kid?
Well, pretty crazy, pretty hectic, but you know, I wouldn't say that I had it bad, like bad than any other average kid. I just grew up a very different way. I remember trying to steal from the store when I was like 6 and thinking about how can I get away with that. So I don't know. I think part of this car stuff is I'm in love with like not just the cars, but the community and the sense of like, I don't know, connection it gives with everybody. It's like a family almost.
Yeah. If you had to self-diagnose yourself, what would you?
I would say I'm definitely, a little bipolar, a little schizophrenic.
Sometimes.
Schizophrenic?
For sure, like I like to act out, but I think mostly it's because of the drugs. Like, but then again, it's like getting high is like part of like, it's part of today's culture. It's everywhere. So
I have to say, this is the Felix I really like. Like I feel like you're very present.
Yeah.
Because I know you're a very smart guy and you think about a lot of stuff. Just as a friend, I would say, I like when you're off the whippets.
Yeah, but it's not as fun. Life is boring, man. I like having fun.
Every friend I have that's done whippets, it's like, oh no.
I know, it goes bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, folks, I feel like the takeaways from this video are 2 things. One is inside the life and mind of someone who is really good at crime, really good at car theft, and how interesting it is, like how much of an outlaw world it is. But also, I think coming to grips with the reality of certain choices can back you into a hole that is hard to get out of, and to be aware of that as you're making it, because sometimes, I'm sure you could say sometimes you feel like you're in too deep a little bit.
Yeah, actions have consequences, just always remember that with everything that you do. There's nothing wrong with taking risks and doing things that are risky, but just realize that if things go bad, it could go bad for you, and you're not gonna like it, and you're gonna be crying and upset.
And some decisions are irreversible because of the law.
Yeah.
This has been America's Most Wanted Car Thief, Part 2, signing off. A few months had passed by where it was hard to get in contact with Felix, but about a week before this video was going to be released, he called me and Miguel late at night. I was asleep, but Miguel spoke with him for about an hour, and we learned some very serious and concerning information about how his life was going.
As my dumbass was tripping off of Xanax, I'm sitting at a club in right? And some bottle girl walks up to me and says something, and I don't know, I guess her boyfriend felt some type of way. He points a beam at me, and my goofy ass, instead of letting it go, my ego gets the best of me. I instantly shoot 3 people in front of the club, bro.
What? I hope you know that there's still...
Don't say redemption at the end of the club.
There still is redemption. We still are rooting for you to
make it. Yeah, but it's one of those things, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have a whole homicide investigation open in Chicago, bro. My life's so bad. Yeah.
Well, you can always still make things right, bro. I think you could still, like, obviously...
But I really believed that when I went home the last time. But my baby mama, she couldn't control herself, bro. She couldn't stop. She was mad about my last... Like, I feel like my baby mama should be the #1 person to not give a fuck about my side hoes. So she got upset. And she tells her mom that I'm at the house. Her mom calls the police and lets them know I'm in the house. And the fucking police surround the house. And all I hear is, Mr. Such and such, let me see your hands. You're under arrest. I said, huh? And I said, no, you got the wrong person. She said, no, it's you. She starts trying to push the door, and I pushed the front door closed, and my daughter starts helping me push it.
What? How old is your daughter now?
5. Thanks to her strength, I can close the door. She says, Daddy, run. I run up the stairs and bail out the 2nd room floor of the house, almost break my legs, landing on my Jeep that's in my backyard. I smashed through my fence, hit 3 cop cars, crashed through, hit the main street, just took off. They start pursuing me. They pursue me for 5 counties, bro. They beat me, going 110 miles an hour, send me over 3 car lists of intersections. My Jeep, I'm in a Jeep Wrangler, it tumbles over itself into a creek. I black out, wake up, head upside down in the creek. I woke up crying, screaming to God, save me. And I hop out the car and start running, but all I hear is dogs behind me.
You're going through all these obstacles, but he's making sure you're still like free and here and able and not dead to still turn your life around.
It's sick. Tell him I'm ready to come home. I fought my battles, I'm over this shit. I'm ready to go back. I'm supposed to not only physically, but like emotionally, like myself. It sounds deep.